What do I need to do here? Something like that, and then that. FNAF Ruin. Five Nights at Freddy's Ruin. Crazy. Live. Perfect thumbnail. Oh, no, it's not made for kids. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. Thumb. Okay. FNAF. Live streams. FNAF theories. Look at that. Would Ruin fall under security breach? I imagine it would. Oh man, I haven't done Ruin in a while, huh? I'd imagine Ruin would fall under security breach as well. Upload thumbnail. Let me upload a... Bro. Let me upload a... Oh, now it lets me upload it. Whatever. I don't care anymore. This should be under my downloads. I should just have this already. Or I'm freaking a buffoon and I don't have it. No, Ruin came out a while ago. This would be back here. That's Help Wanted 2. It'd be before Help Wanted 2. Oh yeah, we got it. We freaking got it. Do I have the normal thing? I don't. I don't. Okay. That's okay. Ooh, this is pretty clickbaity. It's got the mimic on it. That's pretty clickbaity. I like that. It's not actually clickbait, but well, who knows? Maybe we'll get to the mimic in this. Okay, I genuinely want to see if I uploaded Ruin under security breach. I imagine I did. I have 83 security breach related videos. Yeah, I did. Awesome. Okay. I love how I beat the whole game before even uploading the second part of freaking of the playthrough. It's funny. Kind of like a Secret. I did a similar thing with Secret. I think I did. Maybe not. I don't know. Why do I keep getting emails, bro? Calm down. What the heck is this, bro? What the heck is the shockwave debate? Oh. Why would you want those in build? No, that's so stupid. Why wouldn't you want shockwaves in build mode? That's stupid. God, get this guy out of here, bro. Oh, well, what do you know? FNAF Ruin. Bro, what? What the heck is the DTI, bro? Oh my, I hate the FNAF community so much. So it's so beautiful. Wow, that is beautiful. I truly do hate everything about everything. Recommend completing. Yeah, I did. I completed security breach quite a bit, actually. $14 notifications. What? Okay. Cool. Okay, Jesus. Play ruin. Oh, wait. I can't select chapters. Oh, I love that. Gregory is close. Gregory is safer now. Gregory before Roxy does. I wonder why it bothers giving a synopsis. Cassie enters a bakery. Cassie finds herself in the catwalks. Cassie's strange AR. Oh, right. Cassie responds to a mysterious message. Okay. No progress or collectibles will be lost. Thank fudge. I was gonna say thankfully, but I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. Only you can save him. What is with this propaganda, bro? Oh, I forgot about this. We get cutscenes. And for some reason, Cassie is like white. She must really like Gregory to do this.
Gregory? You there? I got your message.
This is what Security Breach should have been. God, this game is so good.
Gregory.
Oh, do I have my brightness all the way up? Because that is A-okay with me. I don't know why I went straight to freaking... Yeah, I do. That's A-okay with me. Oh, I should... Earthquake shakes Pizzaplex. Pizzaplex destroyed. Temporary closed. Earthquake shakes Pizzaplex. Earthquake shakes Pizzaplex. Earthquake shakes Pizzaplex. See, this would lead you to believe that the Apton ending is a true ending, but then they just kind of, you know, put that to the wayside. Fine, Gregory. Gregory, do you see that small vent on the floor? Because, I mean, you have the burn trap ending, right? And this is a disassemble Vanny ending. This is the fire escape ending. This is the loading docks ending. I don't know what that is. This is the VIP ending, which is a fire escape ending as well. This is the bad ending, and I think this is part of the Vanny ending. This is also part of the bad ending. Gregory was in here for a long time then, just drawing stuff. Cry. Laugh. Fun, fun, fun. Sleep. I wonder why this one isn't awake. Ahoy. What happened to you? So you're definitely the father. To add to my collection, it doesn't quite look real. It's from that old headset game. It's funny that she says old. Considering how Wanted came out like right before the Pizzaplex opened, presumably, so saying that old headset game is kind of funny. Also, I like how that's the only thing they know it from. You know, Roxy plush says, you know, to add to my collection, but yet she knows these aren't real. Go get the baby. Superstar. Way to go, Superstar. It's hard to look at. She really hates Monty, huh? Never slept better than in the daycare. I used to have so much fun in the daycare. Dad wouldn't tell me why they replaced Bonnie, because Bonnie's a freaking bum. That log ride was so much fun. What's she doing here? So people know about circus babies, which is weird that they know about it. So cute. Oh, screw you, Helpy. This is from that old cartoon. My dad used to collect these. Kids used to put their lunches in these. Yeah, it's a lunchbox. Bonnie was my dad's favorite. filled with sunny drop candy, filled with moon drop candies, filled with carrot drop candy. That sounds disgusting. Guess he replaced more than his teeth. Because he got replaced with Roxy, I guess? A prototype? How is this a prototype? This is just Bonnie. Discontinued. Reminds me of the one in the lobby. Funny, it looks just like the other one. Well, I mean, yeah, because they're both yellow. Weird, it looks just like the other one. Yeah, because they're yellow. What? See, what are the point? What? There's something to this. Ruin. What? Oh, I forgot. This freaking game is kind of crazy. And by crazy, I mean crazy good.
I don't get it. Why would Gregory tell me to come to this old place and then
God,
not be here?
cutscenes. It's awesome.
What is that? Maybe if I get up there, I can see better.
Decent voice acting as well. Not Gregory just being a little whiny baby the whole time. I forgot Cassie can jump. She can sprint while crouched. She could not sprint while crouched before because I'm complaining about that. I remember being like, Cassie, why can't you sprint while crouching? I swear this was the thing I complained about. Wait, can I not? Oh my goodness, the freaking brightness is killing me though. Let's just take a look. You know, I never really got to just enjoy looking around here that well. Oops, bad luck. Okay, sure, yeah, bad luck, I guess. Freddy! Spray paint. Robot. Diamond. Random sprays. Don't go in alone. Imagine if you could have a UV light and it had like bendy. That'd be cool. That just says bye. That says Fazbear. I love how they're tagging it with Freddy's related things. Are these all the same freaking newspapers? Yeah, Pizzaplex destroyed. Pizzaplex destroyed. I like to think they just left through the front door after all that. That'd be hilarious, honestly. Pardon our mess, so we'll be back soon. Don't go in alone is so strange. Okay, gotta get the flashlight from over here, you know? There's a charge station down there. I don't know what that says. God, it is really killing my eyes how bright it is. I mean, it's gonna work well for later, but God. Love, a hat, cacti. Okay. Nothing crazy. Thank you for the infinite flashlight. Oh, that's right. It's freaking left trigger because it's in the left hand. Oh yeah, it has all the oh, voice crack. Has all the cool stuff. It's got controller vibration and whatnot. Oh, I love that. Pizza, rip, rest in pizza. People really like this place for them to tag it so respectfully. Okay. Danger. Well, yeah, I mean it's collapsing. Funky. Bow tie. Danger's kind of pointing. Oh, it's pointing towards that. And over here. Oops, bad luck, which is just that thing. Ooh, Freddy, what happened to you? You've seen better days, man. Oh, this is a game where Cassie falls down every freaking fixture imaginable, right? Just every ventilation shaft just freaking drops out on her. I think it says ostrich. I swear this says ostrich. Free mystery prize. It's the Mr. Hippo magnet. You know, I can appreciate this stuff. Roxy plush. I love how Roxy's plush is just the only one there. Okay. Cassie, you run very slow compared to Gregory. Is this because you're a girl? Oh, spooky. That's just a pod. I think that's meant to be like that. I think that's one of the lights. Sunny drop and moon drop. Sleep time candy. What does it say? Something gifts. Glam rock gifts. I didn't realize that was part of it. I just saw the MROK. I'm like, what's going on there? This guy gonna come to life on me? Probably. Poe. P and O. Dude, shut up. Has anyone ever told you shut up? P and O something. That's like a dog next to her. I never really just looked at everything. So this is nice. Watch your step. I love how people were just like navigating this place like willy-nilly, so they like just have all this forever. They're still here. Forever and ever. Oh, that's the thing. They're still here. So this is like the kid. Like, this has been tagged for other people. And there's Vanny's tag, so they came back. Gregory? I hear you, buddy. I have no clue what that says. ZNG? I don't know. King. Is this supposed to be Markiplier? It's got purple next to it. Say Cedar? Cedar X O what? Cedar Crossing. This is like, oh, tag yourself. Something filled with anxiety. What does that say? C-A... Camp? Cake? Gump? Cam? Gun? Filled with anxiety? M... Cedar. I think these are street names, and then they're supposed to tag where they live. Forever. I spent the night here and lived. Filled with anxiety. And there's Vanessa. Vanessa's tag. Oh, this is the bad luck cat. Oops, bad luck. I wonder if this is important. I don't know if people have talked about this stuff before. Something Fox run, or R is greater than N run. Fox run, Fox run. That's a U. Run, Fox run. Interesting. Oh, this is one of the elevators, huh? No, this is the elevator that doesn't even work in security breach. Wait, can I explore down there? Hold the little phone. He was our superstar. Who? Freddy? You're telling me I wasn't the only one? Gregory wasn't the only way to go superstar? He had others? Was Freddy lying to me when he said way to go superstar? Wait, now I'm curious, because this showed like a fully fleshed out bottom area. I kind of want to see if that's actually there, but I'm pretty sure this is blocked off. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. That freaking sucks. It's okay. I guess it's fine. Alright. You know, it's fine, I guess. Moving on. Watch your step. It looked like it was AI generated. I know it's not, but it just had that weird, like, filter on it. Shut up, Gregory, you can wait. He was our superstar. Ghost. Ghost? Ghost? Something. It either says ghost or ghost. No entry. No. Do not eat the chowder. Chowder. Oh, that's what ruin is called. That's what ruin is called. I don't know what that's. Shut up, fake Gregory. Jesus. Yes. I'm here, you demon child.
I got your message. Where are you?
Help! Something grabbed me. It won't let me go. You have to find me. I'm trapped
The raceway.
under the raceway.
Under Roxy Racers?
No one calls it that, by the way, Cassie. This is why no one
all
shows
the
up
way
to
on
your
the other
freaking
side.
birthday party.
I'm not even close.
You're not that far. Walrus. Cool. Maybe there is no lore hidden in all the tags. Maybe I'm just freaking losing it. Or maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. Let's party. A lot of cacti. I mean, someone had to go in here and add all of these, you know? So, like, surely they would have some importance. Cassandra, the amount of things that just happen, the amount of bad luck you have in this game
That
is
was too close.
insane.
I was almost a Cassie sandwich.
The amount of vents that you have fall while you're crawling through them is just, it's insane. Should, like, not ever gamble or go to Vegas because it will not end well for you. Oh, these are black and white stripes. See, there's stuff here. There's stuff to look at. Helpy, screw you, Helpy. I hate you. You know, sometimes you're a little fella and I like you, but not now. These are definitely, you know, black and white puppet stripes. I swear Cassie couldn't sprint while crouching before, because I swear I remember being very upset about that. Hello? Something behind me? No music, men? Oh my god, hopefully I do not get to that part, because that part sucked. With all the little freaking rabbit music men going around, you had to, like, distract them. Oh, this is where Chica... Oh, this is where Monty Golf is! I can play some Monty Golf Part 2.
I'm okay.
I don't remember there being bugs, but that's already higher quality than all of Security Breach, so, you know, that's peak. Okay, I doubt there's any lore hidden in this room, so it's fine. It's so weird that she knows who Baby is. I think that's so odd. Baby's, I mean, it's probably owned by Fazbear Entertainment, I guess. So, like, I would imagine Fazbear sponsored Afton Robotics, and then Afton Robotics made Circus Babies, and it's just like, you know, back and forth. Hi, Chica. So I get them having knowledge of Baby and stuff, and,
What happened to you?
you know, that's why, like,
You look awful.
she's in Help Wanted. But as far as anyone would know, that's all she's from is Help Wanted, because she's not really in anything else. Right? So, like, for her to even be here is odd, and for Cassie to know who she is odd. But I guess she played Help Wanted because she knows who Nightmare On is from that game. Okay, there is nothing here to analyze. We can run through this. It's fine. I should have just played the last chapter and looked at the burn trap room. That would have been better usage of my time.
What's this thing?
Wait, I don't have a
I think
Faz
it's
wrench.
supposed to power the door.
Wait, I hear it. Give me the Faz wrench, bro.
A Faz wrench.
Just like my dad's.
It's just like my dad's.
You know, it's so... I don't like your father being the Bonnie kid, because that makes him so old. That makes him such an old dad. I mean, I don't know. It makes him seem old. Because he's a teenager in the early 80s. And Cassie's not that young. I don't know. That just makes him really old when he had a kid. I say really old, I mean like he's like 40, but still, it's kind of old to be having a kid. I don't know. What just happened? Is this where Gregory does the Monty chase? Is that what I'm looking at? I think this is where Gregory does the Monty chase. Yeah. Which means that the sister location room is like not too far away from here. Oh, sister location. So that's the mimic program, not the actual mimic, but the program. So this is what? Nothing? A staff bot that's been destroyed. Server's gonna fall on my head. Don't I get like a jump scare or something through one of these tubes? Doesn't that happen? Or did it already happen and I missed it? Okay, well I meant to go through that tube. I wonder if that was something in security breach. No, you can't go back there. Interesting. Oh, hi Monty. Cassandra, what are we doing? You're sinking so far. How deep is this water? Cool, I don't want to be doing this for too long. It's a very, very freaking deep, whatever that was. Oh.
Ow, my head. Where's that freaking Monty thing?
She really hates Monty.
I better find a way out before it comes back.
I mean, I get it. I don't like Monty too much either. Just because of his stupid sunglasses that you can't do anything to, but I don't know. Is that why she calls it's hard to look at this thing? Fazbear Technician's Faz Wrench, walkie-talkie, my favorite character, nothing for those dark and scary places. Old and outdated, a collector's item. It's funny that you would consider this old and outdated, like, why would Fazbear stop? Discontinue the Faz token. These look like Gregory drew them. It's one of Gregory's comics. How long was Gregory working on these? Gregory must have seen this mask before. Oh, right. It's a freaking technician mask. I don't like them giving the Vanny mask lore. It's upsetting. Gregory was always so creative. Freddy is Gregory's favorite. Yeah. No duh. Gregory should be an artist when he grows up. What is that supposed to be? What is she talking about? Is she talking about Bernie Boy? Or is she talking about the Blob? You know, what's funny about this, right? Is that, like, maybe we had this all wrong, you know? So, the other ones make sense. Like this, you know, you can imagine yourself running away, he's coping with that. This is a little less, you know, why you would draw Vanny, like, out to get you after you run away. Who knows? That's from the VIP ending where he freaking burns the place down. That makes sense. Pretty sure this is from that same ending on the rooftop. This is, you know, from the loading dock ending, I'm pretty sure, with the van. This is from, I think, how many endings are in Security Breach? So there's the bad ending, which is the first two. I think the rooftop one might have, or the VIP one might have 3 here. And the loading dock one. And then this is the Vanny ending. And this is the burn shop ending, so that leaves a good ending, right? The 2-star ending, which the 3-star everyone knows is the one that actually happens most of the time. Anyways, like, these make sense because he's seen these things before, right? Like, he knows what he looks like. Well, we hope he does. He knows what the staff bots look like. He knows what Vanessa looks like. You know, he knows all of these. Does Vanny have a blue tie? Is that a real thing? Hold on. Now I have to look this up. Vanny. Does Vanny have she does have a blue bow tie. Wow, I did not know that. But then it's funny because she doesn't look like the Vanny mask from Help Wanted, but then the Vanny mask that Cassie has does look like the mask from Help Wanted. And similarly, like this isn't a mask as much as it's like a full head. Like it's a full on. It seems like it's almost a one piece costume, you know. But it's very obviously like a mask. It's not a head. It's like a freaking cheap Spider-Man mask, you know, where it just kind of slips over your head. It's not like solid, if that makes sense. Obviously the front has padding to make it, you know, look how it does, but like it looks more like a mascot head or something. But the way they take it off of her, it looks like there, you know, it looks more like a soft mask. Um, but it doesn't seem like, you know, like she is wearing it like attached to her head, like how how they have Cassie. Jeez, I lost my thought looking at images of Annie. That sounds weird. I just mean I was looking at an animation of her skipping. I forgot she moves like that in the game. Okay, anyways, didn't know she looked like that. Okay. These I find funny that like this so these are all like Cassie's like she's obviously talking about this stuff. So it's funny that like it's just laugh, cry, like no commentary on those. You know, same with these, right? That one similarly. I don't know why there isn't a Chica and Freddy one. Unless she knows Michael somehow. It's weird to think they're all, yeah, because Michael's old too. So like her father would be really old, and then subtract what, like 12 years maybe that how old she is. Like he'd be a pretty old dad. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like he'd be like 40, which is kind of crazy. 40 when he had her, not 40 now. He'd be like in his mid 50s at this point. Um, or actually, TB in his late 50s. What happened to you? So obviously she's talking about her dad, right? Her dad, who is sadly most likely Bonnie Boy. You know, whatever, it's fine. A lot of people think Oswald's dad is well. Don't think in at least the I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Never mind. I recovered. Um, at least in Into the Pit, he's the Bonnie Boy or Freddy Boy. I don't know if how that relates to these game main lines. Doesn't quite look real. But then she's like, let's add this to my collection. It's from the old. It's weird that she calls it old because I feel like Help Wanted was meant to come out like right before the Pizzaplex was built. Like you can see the Pizzaplex being built in Help Wanted. So I don't get why it's that old headset game. Granted, I would consider Help Wanted to be old, and it's only like 6 years old. Whoa, no, it's like 7 or 8 years old. I think it came out in 2019. Jeez, never mind. Pretty old. I don't like this one. What's she doing here? So she knows who Baby is, but also can acknowledge the fact that she's not meant to be there. There's so much Elizabeth Apton stuff everywhere. The log ride was so fun. Dad didn't. He wouldn't tell me why they replaced Bonnie. I still don't know. I still don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure Monty beat him up, but I think that was like not what happened. Because Monty didn't even really. Well, I guess his little log ride showed the story of that. I don't know. They made it such a mystery, and then it wound up being like nothing. Sorry, she really hates Monty's. Superstar. Screw Helpy. I don't understand these gold ones. Because like they're literally just gold versions, but she's acting like they're new characters. Like, guess he replaced more than his teeth. I thought that was meant to be like Roxy replacing him, but I don't think so. Apparently, Foxy was just alongside them as well as Roxy and Monty. Because then what? It's Mr. Hippo, right? Doesn't Mr. Hippo replace one of them in one of the endings? I'm pretty sure. In I don't think it's the ending where it might be the loading dock ending, because it's one of the endings obviously where the Pizzaplex isn't destroyed. So yeah, I think it is a prototype. Like it's just a golden version. Like calm down. And then she says discontinued. These are just so weird to me. What's she doing here and then discontinued? It's like there's definitely something up with it. There is most definitely something up with it. And I mean, it's weird. It's weird because it sucks, I guess I should say, because there's just not like this is the latest game in the franchise timeline wise, and it's been 3 years almost. In freaking summer, it'll be 3 years. You know.
Take a mask. Take a mask. Thank you. Please enjoy.
I'm taking your mask.
It's not a Bonnie mask. Look at all the wires and stuff.
How would you fit that on your nose if it's flat? It looked perfectly flat. And considering the eyes are like right there.
Cool.
Vanny Networks. I wonder if she named herself like this is so weird, right? Because her name is Vanny, but it's with a Y, whatever. But like, was this created afterwards? Because Vanny sounds like a combination of Vanessa and Bunny. This can't be a coincidence, you know. Freaking all-star writing team put that one together. So like, was this named after her? But then if it was, it's like if the technicians were using the masks the whole time, I don't know. New user detected. Yeah. Put the freaking chip in my brain. Put the mimic chip in my brain. So, help you with an eye.
What are you still doing here?
That's because you put the freaking chip in my brain. A class 5. So the Vanny isn't a V for Vanny, it's a V for 5. Okay. Anyways. I love how they don't explain how it lets you teleport. They're like, yeah, that's normal. All the way through. Is this gonna match up? Yeah. Like, if all the technicians use this, are they all just freaking being hooked up into, like, the Vanny? Is that glowing? Oh, no, it's not. All hooked up into the Vanny stuff? It's weird. And, like, Vanessa isn't wearing one of these masks. She's wearing, like, a head.
I swear that doorway was blocked.
Nope, you're silly, Cassandra. You don't know what's going on. What was with the weird swoom that happened? Nothing happened. Do I want to go in here? Oh, this was a secret, but there's nothing there. Well, I already got all the collectibles and crap. 'Cause I'm just freaking awesome. Oh, I hate these minigames. That's right. Because don't you have to put the mask on to use this? That kind of scared me, I'm not gonna lie. Don't I have to, like... Yeah.
Are you there? Hey, that's my voice.
Okay, so this is Foreshadow the First. created it using samples of your voice. That was foreshadowing the first right there. Oh, I thought this was zooming in the camera. So like, freaking, Gregory's voice being used. Which, Gregory was a robot anyways, so why she was so attached to him, I don't know. I don't think any amount of someone telling me, or any amount of, fondness for someone would make me, like, go to some abandoned freaking death trap to go find them. Like, call the police for that crap, I don't know what Cassie thought she was gonna do that, like, the police couldn't do, but, whatever. Also, wait, how does this freaking work? How do I do the swing? 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 Oh, okay. Bah. Okay, fun. It's been like 2 years since I've done this. Do not remember. Wait, was there a shortcut? No, I think I went the short way, actually. Okay, I was playing a lot of golf with friends recently, so maybe this should work. Oh, those are freaking Nightmare on staff heads. Awesome. Staff bot heads? Staff heads. Oh my god, this is tedious. Now we're fine. What was I gonna say? Ooh. Did anyone ever figure out what the frickin' what was it? The balloons, the freaking Mylar balloon thing was? So I know that was like, Pat was like freaking crazy about this balloon thing and had this like notion that like there was something important about it. Where's the flag? Just hit it, I guess. I don't. Oh! Oh man, I almost had that on accident. Anyways, I feel like Gregory, if the animatronics are security nodes in themselves, right? So Cassandra, my bad. Cassie is, okay. Can I get like a free cam? Like, can I see what's happening around me? So, do I want this to go through that hole, or is that not a hole and I'm gonna hit it too hard and I'm gonna get screwed over? What is the idea behind this? We're gonna try and make it through whatever this is. Those eyes. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, well I screwed it up anyways, so didn't matter. Anyways, if Cassie like doing the nodes lets the mimic out, which it really doesn't. It just kind of screw. Whoa, this is cool looking. Is this an obstacle or is this a shadow? It's a shadow. It screws over the Mexis, and then you deactivate that, and then the mimic is free. It still doesn't really explain how the Mexis is actually stopping the mimic from doing its thing. It never explains that at all. But whatever, I'm willing to forgive that. But like, Gregory was gonna do the same thing, presumably. Like, if he was destroying the animatronics as well, and inherently, like, which is why Gregory's a robot. Like if the wall code is about him, right? About the idea that he was programmed basically to destroy the animatronics, which, yeah, I mean, that's really the only way to interpret that. I mean, there are other ways, but they don't line up as well. Oh, did I do it? Nice. Oh, it was a par 2 though. Anyways, Gregory was destroying animatronics. Do I want to go through there? Where's the hole? Where's the flag? I don't know. I don't know if I want to get it through this little gap right here. We're gonna go for it. We're just gonna see. I did not. I did not want to go through that. Okay. Well, I did anyways. This is a part 2? Are you kidding? This is unforgiving. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, we're gonna freaking ram it and we're gonna see what happens. No! No, wait. Okay, awesome. You know, people think Gregory was kind of... Well, people who think he's a robot think he was kind of reprogrammed to want to help whatever, you know, the cause is against William and Vanny, you know, because he just kind of inherently wants to kill the animatronics and do all that. And Gregory, I would argue, in Security Breach is a force of good. You know, how effective he is at being good is, you know, debatable, but he's a force of good. But I feel like his idea, like in the burn trap ending, right? The burn trap ending is basically Gregory doing exactly what they want him to do, really. Like, I feel like he's meant to go down there, or else, like, how would burn trap get out? Ooh, that was awesome. How would burn trap get out if Gregory, which this is, you know, this is saying if burn trap even existed, which he doesn't. But if he did, like, you know, similar idea there. So, like, replace burn trap with the mimic. I'm not saying burn trap is the mimic. I'm saying burn trap doesn't exist because he doesn't. But, you know, do I want to go on this blue tube? I'm going to go for it. Okay, well, I freaking suck, so... Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Anyways, you know, Gregory was going to go down as far as possible to do whatever. We don't even know what he was trying to do, and I hate that. Like, hello. You know, Gregory, I don't know why I'm theorizing about Security Breach. Security Breach doesn't even matter anymore, but, like, so many things. It's so upsetting. So many things will just go unanswered because of that. But, like, Gregory knows of what is going on. What the heck is going on? We good in here? Gregory knows stuff is going on because he reads it, and he's like, if I just, like, before you leave, he's like, if I leave, it's just gonna keep happening. More kids will go missing. So, like, he knows stuff is happening, but it doesn't. That's as far as it goes. His actual, like, motivations in that whole game are just to leave, and then, like, after that, we don't know what his intentions are. He says, you know, let's finish this. The Vanny ending makes sense for that. The Princess Quest ending makes sense for that. But, like, the Burn Trap ending doesn't make sense if you're thinking about it in that way, because Gregory has no real reason. I have all the collectibles. I don't know what I'm doing. Gregory has no real reason to even go down there. Like, he wants to stop kids from going missing. I get that. But he doesn't know what's going on or how or why or anything. Breach the security. If he said to breach the security, I'd actually freaking freak out. That would have been awesome if he had said that.
None of this makes sense.
Security knows. Find them.
The point I was trying to get at before any of that tangent was, like, Gregory and Cassie basically did the same thing in their respective games. Except Cassie's is a bit more straightforward. And I genuinely think this is one of those cases where people didn't understand Security Breach, and so Scott was like, let's make a DLC to basically spell out exactly what happened in Security Breach, but just again. And they did. And my god, was it successful, because this game is awesome. Ruin is what Security Breach should have been. It's genuinely scary and genuinely fun and somewhat challenging and not infuriating like Security Breach definitely can be. I just don't want this guy to show up.
That's a security node. Find the child
Why won't it?
first and deactivate
Oh,
Follow
okay.
the path.
I'm
What-
Yes, Sapphire.
They react to a flash.
okay. Gregory, calm down. Okay, calm down with the whole exposition dumping. I've played this game like 4 times. I think I got it, Gregory. I think I have it. It's okay. Okay, well I don't have this because I'm freaking terrible at this, but it's fine. So, realistically, security breach is about Gregory, wouldn't you know it, breaching the security, like, and he's just going further and further and further, and obviously, like, eventually he's meant to free the Mimic, which sadly doesn't exist in security breach at the time, but now we know did, and does. Wasn't that supposed to, like, deactivate the store? Wasn't that supposed... I got stuck here last time, when I first played this. I'm pretty sure it's something up there that I'm supposed to do. And Ruin is basically just like, this. It's almost like, what if Gregory was successful in his venture? Which he was not successful. Yeah, it lifted this. And she does the same thing, except instead of destroying animatronics and getting security badges, she just breaks nodes to disable the Mexus, which is now we know is Fiona, which only makes things more complicated for no reason. But who doesn't love complicated lore for the sake of being complicated? Not to make it more enriching or great, but at this point it is convoluted for the sake of it being convoluted. It's not like interesting anymore. Like before, they would give you just enough to where you knew what was going on, but you had to really think about it. But now they just don't.
They are kids, but like really.
I am picking. Shut up, dude. You're not trying to help me, helpy. Okay. But like, you know, FNAF 1 through 4, like, for as much as people hate 4 for being confusing, it really isn't. And 4 was actually very straightforward, if you really think back on it. And it sucks that people hate on it, or hated on it at the time. It's unfortunate. Don't I have to be with this on and do it? And then I gotta find the, don't I have to find the... Oh, right. Duh. I'm a freaking idiot. I guess we're not that far ahead yet, where we gotta find the things on the camera. The game was at least able to be solved, and now it's just not anymore, and that's unfortunate. It's not able to be solved until something. Releasing more games isn't gonna do it. Like, they just gotta come out and say, like, you know, X, Y, and Z happened or didn't happen. This is this or it's not. They can't just keep hinting around.
Fan 4 is probably one of the best games. I don't get how they.
Well, people don't hate the game. I mean, well, actually, I do. As a game, I hate it just because it's really clunky to play. But like, as people just didn't understand it at the time, and I get it. It went in a completely different direction than the first 3. And looking back, it was, you know, very obvious that, like, Dream Theory was what he was going for. And with the 3 hints as well, like, or 3 or 4, whatever the little things he did on that Game Theory or GT livestream, like, pretty obvious what he was getting at. You know, what Scott was getting at with that. And, you know, people didn't understand it, whatever, it's fine. And then, you know, people did understand it, and they're like, oh, that's kind of stupid. And then he was like, okay, fine, I'll make freaking Sister Location to appease you guys. And, I mean, Sister Location really just made everything worse, but, you know, we won't talk about that. It did make everything worse, but it's what convoluted the freaking lore in the first place, was Sister Location. Screwing over the timeline with Elizabeth's death and the fun times. But, you know, we don't talk about that. That's open now. Okay. Can go all the way back. Doesn't this fall on him? Yeah. Freaking chump, Monty.
The signal was leading on to the nearest station. It got out of just
Gregory, nothing was leading anything to anything.
your distance.
Gregory, you gotta calm down.
Theater front door is open. You should be able to find a path to the daycare through the security office.
I imagine this is what Vanessa's point of view is like, right? Like, she just has a voice in her head telling her to do stuff. Like Gregory, because of the chip. Are those eyes? Yeah, that's right. Happens like that. Anyways, yeah, this game and Security Breach, basically the same story twice. Which is fine, I get it. They wanted to really...
Band 4 has like the best accuracy of rotting animatronics.
Well, I mean, they're fake anyways, right? So it's kind of whatever. I mean, I like the game. It's fine. Well, I don't like the gameplay. It's just really clunky, running back and forth. I don't like the running aspect of it. But it's good. Story-wise, I think it's great. I actually enjoyed Dream Theory, and I thought it was awesome. Obviously, it's not true anymore. Doesn't exist anymore, but, you know, that's okay. Oh, are you going to break down the door? No, you're not. I would love a remake of FNAF 4. I know it's probably asking for a lot, but I think that would clear so much stuff up if they made a remake that just didn't hold anything back. And we could see, you know, does the bite even happen in Fredbear's? Like, that's something that people can't even agree on, is whether the bite of 83 even happens at Fredbear's Family Diner. If it even happens in 1983. Or if, you know, my freaking delusions are to be believed, is the crying child a robot, you know?
I'll see you on that.
There's so many things that if they just made a remake of FNAF 4, it would clear up almost the entire timeline. Almost every single thing that's wrong with it. Okay, Helpy, I get it. Stop being weird. I'm trying to hit this freaking thing. Because all of the points of contention are all really around when each kid dies, where they die, right? What was involved with that, and how Circus Babies fits in with it, because Circus Babies was such a like out of left field thing, and they keep switching up the lore on us. So like first we have Charlotte being like the first kill. And we have Henry talking about, you know, a wound first inflicted upon me or whatever. And then, you know, the next second we got Withered Chica being like, I'm the first victim. I have seen everything, right? So then a lot of people are like, oh, well, she's the first MCI victim, but, you know, she's not the first kill, you know, the first kid to die, because, you know, obviously that's Charlotte. But then again, Chica did say, I have seen everything. And then, you know, we get Help 1 and 2 and the gravestones, and like the order of it is obviously having the puppet last. You know, it goes you know, whatever, Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy, then Cassidy. I say Cassidy. Some people say Andrew, and those people I'd say are insane, but you know, Cassidy and then Charlotte, which has Charlotte being the last MCI kid. Which is something that I didn't want to believe, and I wanted to believe Charlotte died in 1983, but the more that stuff comes up, the more it seems she died in Freddy's, and she died after the MCI happened. Which sucks, because then everyone always points to well, Henry said in FNAF 6, and it's like, he said a lot of things in FNAF 6 that didn't really happen, you know? He said this all ends here, and that obviously didn't happen, so, you know, you gotta take his words with a grain of salt there. But like, having Charlotte not be first kind of uproots the whole story of everything. And then it's a matter of, you know, when did she die? Like, did she die right after? Was it like years after? Some people think she died in 1987. Those people, I think, are insane.
What is that?
you know, not to be too mean, but I think they're insane. How she could die in 1987, I have no clue.
No way.
A lot of people say that she
Walked on the
dies
big
like
screen, and now I'm
the
in
week
Superstar
before
Daycare?
FNAF 2
No way this is
happens,
real.
which, you
That
know,
screen was there before I looked at the
I,
camera.
I don't think so, but, you know, they
I'm in
can
daycare.
think what they want to think.
Get to the daycare theater. There's a way
Gregory,
down.
I hate you. I genuinely,
Should help you get to the
the
race
dislike for you is it's very exceedingly strong. Yeah, Charlotte dying in 1987 doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I will say, her dying.
Fan movie, the marionette dies first, but in the first, the kids all die first.
Yeah. In the movie,
I really don't get
in the
that.
movie, they do have her dying first, but they also have William already ready to kill another kid, or kill a kid in general. So it seems like he's almost not like he's done it before, but like he was. It looks like he had done it before, you know. There was definitely a collectible back there. Oh, what just happened? Did I just get trapped? What just happened? Okay, that was weird. He seems like he's done it before. Oh, it's the inhibitor thing. But, you know, whatever. Also, I think the movie, a lot of people pull from the movies a lot, and same with the books. Like, a lot of people think that Tales and Fazbear Frights, like, genuinely happen in the games universe, and those people I find insane. Because they believe in Andrew and Hudson being the fright guard for FNAF 3, and it's like, dude, what are we talking about? Like, please, please. I can't cope with the idea of all of the books actually happening within the games universe. I think
in the movie
that
it's
would,
a different storyline or something.
yeah, for sure. It definitely is a different storyline. I mean, it's not to say that the movies are irrelevant at all. You know, they're not. But what's going on here? Okay, nothing apparently. But like they shouldn't be seen as like gospel, you know. But I do think that the FNAF 2 movie for sure was sort of a confirmation that like Charlotte didn't die at Fredbear's, and they have her die out of Freddy's, which I
You want me
think
to
is
reboot
important.
you? With this?
Screw you, Moon. I will if you let me out of this cutscene. I'll do it. Just let me. You fly. You're flying. That is right. You're flying, and I love that. You know, and also having the FNAF 2 location be the original location, I think, was a strange choice. But
The storyline in the books are honestly insane.
the books are weird. You know, it's not. It's whatever. I mean, Tails. I could understand Tails somewhat happening. That got debunked though. It got debunked with why didn't the sun one work? What the heck? Okay, that was weird. Tails games got debunked because David they have Fiona not exist at all, but then Fiona's in Secret of the Mimic. Similarly, I think they have David die to a car crash, and then in the game, I'm pretty sure it's more of a theory than anything, but pretty sure he dies by throwing his ball at the big moon, and then it crushes him. That's my take on it. Some people heavily disagree with me, but pretty sure that's what the game was trying to get across. So I'm glad that they, that's good on them. I loved Secret of the Mimic because for once, maybe for the first time ever in a FNAF game, I came out of it with less questions than I had going in. Or at least fewer questions than, like, answers I had received. Which was good. It's good when they don't ruin everything with each installment. But also, it it only answered questions about stuff that were new questions. You know, and like Ruin is the newest game in the franchise we have in terms of timeline. This is the most recent game.
In the game, the Mimic Jackie's design is honestly really good.
It is, and then she's in the game for like 15 seconds, which sucks. They use her for all of the promotional material, and then she's in the game for 15 seconds, which, you know, whatever. But that's not going to come to life, is it? Sure, Gregory, sure. Totally, Gregory. I hear you, man. Where am I going? Secret of the Mimic, like, it really just answered questions that were new, which is great. You know, that's great. But I'd rather it answer, you know, questions that are irrelevant and stuff. How many of these do I have to do? I got the sun already! What are we doing, bro? Oh, we have to do them in order. I'm stupid. I thought you just do them in any order. That makes a little more sense. Okay. You would think after playing this game like 4 times that I'd have this down, but no. Oh, hi, Rabbit. I didn't even see you there. This is saying to go this way. Yeah. And like, the questions that people have that are really screwing this over are like so easy to be answered. Like, you know, one newspaper clipping describing what dates the kids die is like enough. But they really don't want to give us anything, which is unfortunate because we need something. We just can't. I'm pretty sure it's genuinely impossible to solve.
It's a bit more like FNAF 4 where they pop up along. I feel like Jackie would be more loved.
Yeah, I mean, she does show up, like, her section, she has a lot of screen time in her section, but I like the game, Secret. I think I mean, when it comes down to it, it's basically a walking simulator with puzzles in between it, but, you know, it's alright. I like Ruin a lot more. I think Ruin's great. Of the new, like, of this style of FNAF game, Ruin's definitely by far the best. Eclipse. I love how this guy just flies. So in hindsight,
The gameplay is honestly really good.
Hazard. Well, maybe I'm biased against all of the games because I've just played them so much. I've thought about that, you know. After playing Security Breach for like, I don't even know how many total hours I have in this game. Not in Ruin, but in Security Breach, like, kind of kills you. Well, I actually happened the other way around for me. I hated it and then wound up genuinely enjoying it somewhat because of how much I played it. I just kind of had to like it or else I would have gone insane. Ruin I liked instantly. And Secret, I think, was the other way around. That, you know, I played that game like 3 times, and it just just kind of sucked the life out of me playing it that many times. Wait, did I not get all these? What? No, I definitely did. Whatever. I don't care that much. I think those reset each time. What's going on back here? This was just a secret. Oh, this was literally just to grab that, which I didn't need because I'm not trying to do that. Okay. Am I gonna get jump scared if I run into you? No, we're fine. Okay. Having kids death order I think would be great though, just because it is odd. Yeah,
Security Breach is good, but Ruin is kinda better.
I think Ruin is way better. I just really hate Security Breach. Just as someone who was following it for as long as I was, like the development of it, and for someone who was as hopeful for it as I was, it just really was a huge letdown. Which is, it sucks, and it isn't their fault or Steel Wool's fault. I honestly blame everyone who was screaming at them to, rush it. And then obviously Scott Cawthon for not giving them a ding-dang clue of how any of it was meant to work. That doesn't help either. They can't, they did the best with what they were given and the time they were given. But it's just so underwhelming for me. Like, if they had just downsized the game, and by like a lot, not by a little, but like if they had downsized the game or made it straightforward, like this game is, like scripted, straightforward, not free roam, like they could have. Hey, they could have done so much more. Whoa, you stay right there, buddy. Hey, what did I say? They could have just had it be. There was a third one? Are we serious? Wait, no. These are both blue. What are we talking about? It's this. I'm watching you back there. I see you. Don't even think about it. If they had downsized the game and just really just focused on making it playable, just playable. I don't even need polish. I just need it to be playable. I mean, I played Security Breach day one, and it was terrible. And like not on a PlayStation 5, but on the PS4, which probably didn't help at all. And just, it was really bad, and I was really upset with the quality of it. And like, just at a game standpoint, it's bad. Like, just as a normal game, not even as a FNAF game, it's just bad. And they, like, the story that I think they were meant to have, they abandoned halfway through, and you can tell that there's, like, different story threads going on that are not in any way connected. And it's really weird. And it sucks because they really didn't handle it too well. The kind of failure that it was, because with Ruin, they basically just kind of rewrote Security Breach, right? I mean, all the endings just kind of get thrown out the window. I don't like this. The Burn Trap ending was obviously meant to be the one. It was obviously meant to be the one that was canon, the one that, was the true ending. It's a 3-star ending. It's the only ending that has an actual freaking cinematic for it, besides the Vanny ending, sort of. And, it was the most interesting one, and then they just threw it out the window with this, which sucks. Now, you could ask the question, well, why would Gregory draw something like this if he's never seen something like this? Maybe it happened, but the drawings are very obviously supposed to be the endings that didn't happen, so to have the Burn Trap ending as well would show, like, this didn't happen. Burn Trap isn't real. We know the Blob is because the Blob is in Ruin. I'm pretty sure it's, like, hiding under one of the sets of stairs, but Burn Trap is nowhere to be seen. Which is unfortunate. Whatever. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not upset at all about that. Burn Trap's, like, awesome. And, like, the greatest design since Springtrap. But, whatever. And they just handled it poorly. I mean, Ruin was, like, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Ruin is awesome. But, it's just, you made a game that was, very large and took many years to do. And it was $40, and then the price doesn't matter. But, took years to make, a lot of resources, and then you basically just undid it. and that's unfortunate for them. They really dropped the ball on the way they managed it.
Help!
Oh, another vent for me to fall through. Awesome. Is this the Monty section? With the gondola?
This vent is creaky.
I hope it doesn't fall.
Really hope it doesn't fall.
Top tier writing team. It is the gondola. And then, you know, same with Secret of the Mimic as well. Like, the Mimic really throws off all the lore and everything, and it's annoying. But once again, it like coming out of that game, I didn't have really any questions. I had a lot of answers to stuff that I didn't want, answers to stuff that really only made it more infuriating, but you know, answers nonetheless. It almost, I saw it, and you know, of course everyone's going to see any form of evidence for their theory in everything because they want it. I saw it as evidence for my stupid freaking robot child theory. You know, with Dave the Mimic being a little child, you know, and having the White Tiger plushie, and you could very well make the connection that the Crying Child always has the Fredbear plushie, and it's basically the same thing. Just trade one out for the other, and you could... Oh, that's a security node or inhibitor thing. And you could make the connection as well, like that the Crying Child with Gregory, they both have the stripes, the brown hair. They're both tangled up in this mess. And so you have like jumps, I guess, from Dave Mimic. I don't want to call him Dave. Wait, David, right? Dave, not David, I think is the distinction to make. It's not David's soul or anything. It's nothing like that. It's just Dave the Mimic.
Gregory,
To the Crying Child, and then from the Crying Child to Gregory is like very obviously sort of a thing. There's sort of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of people don't want Gregory to be a robot, or they don't want the Crying Child to be a robot, and I get it. I gotta do the thing first. I get it, because like it's just annoying, but you know, sometimes that's just how it is. And you know, it's unfortunate, but that's how they decided to do their story. And so my like big, the one I'm working on, or have been working on, I guess I should say, trying to actually figure out if it even works, is like, are David, or no, Dave, not David, Jesus. Are Dave, the Crying Child, and Gregory all the same kid? Like, are they the same robot kid? Is kind of where I'm at. Are they all the same? And if they are, I don't know. I don't know what that would accomplish. Like I said, it would just make things worse. I feel like every theory I have, it's like, if I'm right, this just makes things worse for me. Unfortunate. But, you know, it's somewhere. You're getting somewhere. Because they definitely look very similar, Gregory and the Crying Child, and Dave being, you know, the FNAF 4-bedroom. And you have the... why didn't this work? Am I crazy? Is there a button to press? You have the FNAF 4-bedroom. We can only assume the Murray house is the house on the hill from FNAF 4.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know, Gregory, because I kind of forgot what I was meant to be doing. Like, halfway through this. I'm supposed to go underneath, aren't I? Action not permitted in...
At the start of SB, Freddy says he's broken, so that helps the theory.
I mentioned that as well, and I mentioned that kind of twofold. Am I stupid? It said press, and then the press went away. I feel so dumb right now. I feel like I should know. Anyway, it's not important. The game isn't important. The original line in like the like script or whatever does say you're bleeding, and then they cut that out to put you're broken instead, which the people who don't like Gregory being a robot, they argue that it's more of Freddy kind of only understood because he's a robot. He only really understands the idea of something being broken. Like, he doesn't understand the concept of like blood and stuff. And you know, I can kind of get behind that, but it's not the best. You know, not the best theory for that. Like, there's definitely more evidence going the other way than just to say, oh, Freddy just doesn't get it. I feel like this is supposed to go down because I did the thing. I'm gonna die. Maybe this will figure something out for me. Yeah, and Freddy does say you are broken, and that's what they tell the crying child after he gets bitten. They say, you are broken. I can fix you. We're still your friends. Do you believe that? You know? And
Where are you?
okay, I should probably listen to
I made
this.
it to Catwalks. You said I could get to the raceway from here?
Hold on.
I'm going.
Schematics say there's a way to
Schematics,
redirect
schematics,
the
schematics.
maintenance room. Deactivate the security node. Then use the track controller.
Gregory, you
Are these
there?
randomly generated?
Of course not. So, security node and tracking controller. Whatever that is.
Yeah, totally. What did this do? What did this do? What did we take away from that? Great. Awesome. What did that do? What did that do? Oh, wow. That's highly unfortunate. And the fact that they call the crying child broken as well, and the fact that he says, I will, William, we can only assume. Which, the fact that that's even a debate is so annoying to me. Some people think it's Cassidy speaking to the crying child, but the crying child, if the crying child's bitten at Fredbear's, which I fully 110% believe he is bitten at Fredbear's Family Diner, and not Freddy's, because why the heck would he be at Freddy's?
Of course not.
You know,
So,
no kids have been killed yet.
and tracking controller.
No kids have been killed yet, because I no longer believe that Charlotte died. Oh, wait, no, I can let them all go down. I no longer believe Charlotte died in 1983, so, like, no kid has died yet. And I'm pretty sure Elizabeth dies after the crying child, which pains me to say that, but I think that's how that works. So, like, you know, no one's died yet, except Crying Child at this point. So for it to be Cassidy speaking to him makes no sense. Like, why would Cassidy be in the plushie as well? Makes no sense. William, it literally shows the walkie-talkie, like, next to it. Like, I thought that was meant to be like, yeah, William's talking to this kid and keeping tabs on him. And, you know, it would make sense for William to be keeping tabs on the crying child if the crying child was a robot.
It looks like that target's connected to the raised catwalk.
Oh, I'm stupid. And, you know, he didn't want people to, like, see that the kid's a freaking robot. And it's funny that people hate Robot Kid, like, stuff, even though that's, like, such an integral part of, like,
Floor is all slippery.
the original books. Like, that was the main plot point. People are acting like it's, you know, the worst thing ever. It's like, we've done this before and seemed to be fine. People just really don't like robot kids, I guess. I think it clears stuff up. Like, if the crying child was a robot when he got bitten, it explains why, one, he was even alive afterwards. Because I'm pretty sure most people would just instantly die if they got crushed by a hydraulic. There's also... How do I back out of this thing? There's also no blood when he gets bitten, which is, you know, also suspect. Why is
The
this?
security system won't let you leave unless you deactivate the child notes first.
I'm trying, Gregory. I don't know what's going on here. It's okay. I do know what's going on here. Got it. This is so stupid, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, great. So, yeah, you know, Crying Child is already kind of weird by FNAF 4. The only issue I have with him being a robot when he gets bitten is that I also believe that, like, there's two souls in Golden Freddy. And Crying Child can't have a soul if he's a robot when he gets bitten, so that kind of debunks that. I'm sure there's, you know, some way to explain it, because there's always a way to explain freaking crazy things in this franchise, because they're just it's a crazy franchise. And the Crying Child being a robot lines up with him saying, you know, I'll put you back together. And it also lines up if the Crying Child is the mimic that we see in Secret of the Mimic. Did I just go in a circle? What was the point of that? It lines up with why the Mimic looks so different in Ruin. And I don't think Gregory is, like, obviously Gregory can't be the Mimic as well if he's already, you know, he's already himself. And the Mimic is in Secret of the Mimic, or not Secret, but in this game. Like, obviously they're not the same person. Like, I'm not trying to say that, because that would be crazy, but am I doing this right? I'm gonna freaking lose, is what's about to happen. But I think Gregory is the product of him saying, I'll put you back together. I think we get Gregory. I don't think Gregory is quite finished. Oh boy, my voice is quite finished. You know, it's late, so I'm putting my excuse on the fact that it's late right now. Gregory obviously has some issues, like he didn't even know his name, for one, and he really had no recollection of anything else about himself. And he was made for evil, and sadly, he probably is Patient 46 and was killing all those therapists. Isn't there like a jump scare here? Yeah, then she gets like a big bad headache, right? No?
What happened to it?
This area is safe now.
Yeah, it was my help. I am the
Alright, they freaking argue.
that rabbit won't bother you anymore.
I find it so funny that they argue with each other. Yeah, Gregory's the product of William's doings. Still don't know why he started killing kids. You know, whatever. Under my assumption that he killed Fiona first, that was his first kill, it makes things it puts things into perspective way better. That he was just a bad dude to begin with. I mean, Secret of the Mimic, I think, was trying to convey that. Like, dude just kind of sucked. You know? He was like, oh, too bad your wife died, Edwin. I'm gonna foreclose on your freaking manor and your warehouse now. Like, sucks to suck. Oh, by the way, you still have to make, you know, the Freddy's Pizzeria for me. Like, he's just a bad guy. You know, oh, I killed your wife. My bad. Like, he's just a bad guy. So he already, you know, a lot of people, me included, like to believe that William's killing for a somewhat noble cause. Right, like, oh, you know, Elizabeth died and he was sad and he really wanted to, you know, do whatever. Am I still not getting this right? And he's killing kids to try to bring back his kids, his own kids who died. And it's like, sure, I guess, but like, if Elizabeth is what made him start killing kids, then like,
You really need to get
why?
back to Peter Gondola and go to the big
I did, and nothing happened. It's one of the big things about Elizabeth dying first, which a lot of people think she does because of the empty room in FNAF 4, is like, why would he have Circus Baby if he hasn't already started killing kids? So if Elizabeth is his, motivation to kill kids, then why does he already have kid killing robots, like, if he hasn't started yet? Which is one of the reasons why I think Elizabeth dies after the crying child, which I know makes things weird, but we're just gonna pretend, And, William isn't really killing, in my opinion, for, like, some noble reason. I think he's just crazy. I think he's just a bad guy who's a serial killer. And
Great. You're getting closer.
he killed Edwin's wife,
How are you doing any of this?
and then Edwin was able to kind of code
Here again.
Fiona's,
Save me, Cat. Please.
like, Fiona's consciousness, but not really. She's not possessing the Mexes. Like, I feel like that's important, because she dies in Fall Fest in a fire, right? Fire that William probably started. She's not possessing the Mexes or anything, but Edwin codes it, because it is just lines of code, to, like, be sort of her personality. And he's successful. And then David dies. And then all of a sudden, William is able to convey his personality into the actual mimic robot, into the endoskeleton. And so at this point, William sees two people who have died tragically in a way that was, violent as well, who gained new life as a robot. And that's two people who he's seen achieve this. And he's like, well, there's a correlation here. And so he's like, we're just, start killing people violently. I can figure this out and figure out how to, like, manipulate this for whatever he wants. I don't know, eternal life, I guess, is what he's going for. It's what usually they're all going for. And every single anything ever, the villain is always trying to go for some form of immortality. Emperor Palpatine type move, And so he's like, if there's a correlation between, people dying violently and them coming back, like, that's something worth looking into. And so he does, And I assume the kids thing really just comes down to, like, kids are easier to kill. Like, if I had to guess, that's really the only reason he's killing kids, is, like, kids are just smaller and weaker and easier to trust. They're more trusting, and he works in a kids restaurant where he is a mascot, and the kids will listen to him. So he's like, it's just freaking, free reign right here to snag all these kids. Like, I don't think it's a kids only thing. He's willing to kill Michael in FNAF 3. He's willing to kill Michael in FNAF 6. It's not like he's only, like, trying to kill children or anything. He was willing to kill Fiona, if, my theory is to be believed. So, like, what's happening here? Oh, isn't Chica in here? In this conveyor? Yeah. And so, yeah, William's just a bad guy who gets caught up in some crazy mad science, which we can kind of infer that part from from the fourth closet, where he is in fact a mad scientist. I do like that version of William, actually. I do. Games William is kind of I feel like a combination of movie William and book. Like, the movie one, just as far as we know, is just killing people for the heck of it. Games William is like, or then book William is like a full-on freaking master scientist, and then Games William is like doing a bit of both, which is, good for him, I guess. Was I supposed to stay up there and jump onto the conveyor belt? I think I was. And he's a bad guy, and he's a smart guy, but he's not necessarily the best at making robots, so it makes sense for him to use the mimic stuff to I swear you're meant to jump on this. Uses the mimic stuff for sister location, which I feel is kind of the takeaway from that whole game. Is you have the house on the hill with the FNAF 4-bedroom and the phone and the fan and the robot. You have bunkers. You have a bunker underneath said house with a bunch of animatronic crap.
What happened?
Looks like the entity has bypassed my signal jammer and activated one of its own. Blah, 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 dude. I thought it was the other way around, that you couldn't take it off either. Anyways, yeah, he kind of just uses the mimic to kind of cheat his way through stuff. Which is funny because, in a way, I kind of predicted that way back when this game came out, actually. And I talked about him using the mimic for the sister location for Circus Baby's entertainment and rental. Which turns out to hopefully be true. I think that was the point. They were trying to make there, with Dispatch kind of being like the model for Hand Unit, and then Hand Unit's voice being the model for like Help Wanted and Security Breach, which are all being run on the M1 virus, which sadly is probably the Glitch Trap virus. I love the idea of like Glitch Trap being William, genuinely, you know, like him, just himself. But whatever, it's fine if it's not that way. Wait, do I put this on? Does she not see? I can't put it on. I can't go that way. And
What is that stuff? There's no way I'm getting near that.
oh, okay. I have your voice box, Chica, if that's something you're interested in. But then again, it's like, why does William need all this stuff? Like, I don't know. He found out something about killing kids that really was really, you know, good for him. Whatever it was, you know, I don't know. But wait, am I supposed to lure her away? I am. To here, I guess.
Are you there?
What was my next point? What? Why? What was the point of that? What was the point of that? Wait, did I miss Chica's feeding frenzy? Did I skip over it? Oh, I love the music for that game. No, I wanted to play. Dang it! It's fine.
Finally. Bet I can use the mask again.
I don't know why you'd want to, but sure. Oh, it might be in here. I hear it. I hear it. It's there. I want to play Chica's Feeding Frenzy. I don't know what my next point was. Something about Crying Child being a robot and Gregory. Oh, and Michael surviving the FNAF 6 fire, which, you know, is not what anyone wants to hear, but with the way things are going, oh, my voice is really just done, isn't it? With the way things are going. Maybe I should just talk low. Then I won't run into the problem of my voice cracking all the time if I just talk normal. But the way things are going in the lore, and oh, hi. And when I say that, I just mean like, you know, terrible directions that it's going through. I wouldn't put it past them to have Michael live. I mean, they let Charlotte and Elizabeth live, and they did write William out. I will agree. That was a good play, probably. But they did, you know, keep Charlotte and Elizabeth. What is going on here? Dude, can you stop it? Whoa, Chica Chicken, what are we doing? Chica Chicken, what are we doing? Chica Chicken, are we chill? Are we okay? We're okay. You can go away now. Wait, did she actually just disappear? Wow. Okay, sure. Yeah, you just disappeared. Sure. I still don't know where this other freaking thingy goes. I want to say it's like one of these. Is it this donut? It's not a donut, it's a cake. It's just kind of going into the floor. Hey, stop it. Chica, no, Chica, it's okay, you don't have to. If she jump scares me, I'm gonna be upset. I'm hiding, go away. Go away. Go away. I do find it weird that there is a pizzeria, what do they call it, the proto pizzeria underneath Edwin's house. And it's kind of not, it's a replica of FNAF 1, it looks like. Which is more evidence for the FNAF 1 location being the same building as the 1985 location. Which is something I've thought about, those being the same place, which isn't the most far out theory ever. FNAF tends to like to have this idea of like everything happening kind of over and over again, like in a cycle, just the same things, same names, a lot of Jeremy Fitzgerald, Jeremy the Bonnie kid, Jeremy the paper guillotine guy. Never heard it be called a paper guillotine before. Usually it's just the paper cutter. But you know, a lot of Jeremy stuff, which is, I also have a really bad theory about that, about Jeremy Fitzgerald. It's not a good one. It's the same for Fritz Smith though, which is that the guard knows the MCI kids' names and is doing that kind of purposefully, and using the MCI kids' names as their fake names. I didn't even know this door opened. Wow. They're using the MCI kids' names to I don't know, maybe show William they know. If it's Michael, right? If Michael is Fritz, which he probably, well, not probably, he just is in my opinion, then like that's him trying to be like, look, I know what's going on here. Why he's Mike Schmidt in the first game though makes less sense, you know. Which is fine. Hello. Not everything has to make sense. Whoa, hey, calm down. So I just can't play Chica's feeding frenzy then? Is that what I'm led to believe? No, you can't come in here. You can't come in here. This is blocked off. Yeah, I remember. I remember. I missed my chance to play Chica's feeding frenzy. That sucks. Why was I talking about Fritz Smith? Right. I remember things. 1985 location would make sense to be the FNAF 1 location. The issue I have is with the FNAF 3 blueprints. The layout in the underground pizzeria, that does not make sense to me. Is Chica just chilling here? What's going on? Chica? If she, like, spawns out of nowhere, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, we're fine. Wait, is this the baby room? This is. Okay, I gotta finish up my thoughts real quick then. Um, the FNAF 3 location, I feel like it's, it's implied that, like, there's a lot of franchise locations open at once. It's not just, like, one open at a time. Like, Freddy's was open while Fredbear's was open. FNAF 2 was open by itself, but then FNAF 1, it's like a franchise at that point, similar with Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. It's assumed that there's, like, well, you're just one franchise owner. So I think that the FNAF 3 location was just an old pizzeria that didn't have much significance to it. It obviously isn't the 1985 location because they talk about how they found Springtrap somewhere else and brought him there. How they brought him there without, noticing there was a guy inside of him beats me. But they talk about him like they didn't find him in the location. But it would, but it would make sense if the FNAF 3 Fast Frights attraction was on an old pizzeria, because that makes sense. It's like they're advertising it as that. They're like, oh look, it's I'll just say it's haunted, spooky, whatever. So like that's really my only interpretation of the FNAF 3 thing being down there. The thing I was talking about with the pizzeria, which I find funny, the proto pizzeria, is like it's not seen in this game. Like, I feel like they were trying to show a lot of this stuff. They were trying to make the point that, like, the Pizzaplex is built on top of Edwin Murray's manor. Or Murray's costume manor. They were trying to make that point. I don't think this is the baby room. Whoa. Hey. Okay, don't do that, please. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh, I forgot about this. You should be safe from the entity here. I'm going. You keep screwing over my train of thought, Helpy. Helpy, please. Helpy, you're really screwing me over here, man. Helpy, please stop. I can't focus. Right. Okay, so
Don't do that, and in my mind is PLS deposit 5 coins.
please deposit 5 coins. Something about... Well, I know what I was talking about. I'm just trying to think about how to pick it up. Am I not going the right way? Is this not the way to go? No, this is the way to go. Yeah. In Security Breach and Ruin, you can definitely see parts of Edwin's manor.
Helpy is meant to help.
Or, well, not necessarily Edwin's manor. What are we looking for? Oh, not that. Okay. We see parts of Edwin's manor. We see, well, the Mimic, for one, in Ruin. But secondly, what am I looking for? The star. Okay, so that's this. I don't see the star. Oh, sure, yeah. The scooping thing, the scooping room type thing, that's the sister location thing. We can assume William installed that part, but also, like, the sister location bunker is probably the Edwin bunker, so, like, that's kind of what that's meant to show.
That rabbit thing's back again. You said.
Where? It is not safe, and I am not wrong. Wow. Beautiful, Helpy. Hello, rabbit thing. Star. Perfect. And then lightning bolt. I actually have to focus. What? Then the guitar. Great. Great. Perfect. Awesome, I guess. Hi, rabbit thing. Can I take this off now? Thank you. This might be the baby room. And then you have the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, which people think is Fredbear's, which would make sense because Fredbear's is a couple blocks away from the house on the hill. The house on the hill being the FNAF 4 house from the bunker, the bunker house, not the FNAF 4 house from the 8-bit minigames, but or whatever 16-bit, you know. But the other one. Am I meant to go? No. Still not the baby room. Wow. Wait. No, that's a normal door. Hold on. Shut up, Gregory. I freaking hate you. Wait, no, that's just where I came from, huh? Yeah, we're fine. And the only real thing that I can't track is the security, or the security office, but the whole proto pizzeria. Like, obviously, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place is not meant to be that. It's meant to be its own thing. A lot of people think it's Fredbear's. That would make a lot of sense. The only thing I can really think of is like those security doors being the security doors in the burn trap ending, but the burn trap ending doesn't really happen. Didn't and doesn't really happen. So, you know, I'm not sure how helpful that is, but it's there, I guess, if that would be the interpretation of the security office that we see. Where am I supposed to be, like, doing something in all this? No, probably not. Princess Quest. This is the first one, huh? Oh, I know where I'm gonna come out then. Yeah, I'm in the salon. Roxy, I love you in this. You know, don't listen to me in Security Breach when all I talk about is how much I hate you. In this game, you're awesome.
I just accidentally drank expired milk here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Who's there?
Hi, Roxanne. I love the new look. It's very flattering.
Gregory.
She really doesn't like Gregory. I mean, I wouldn't either. You know, if some kid crashed a go-kart into my face, I'd be pretty upset too. And then he stole my eyes and shoved him into Freddy, I'd be pretty upset too. So I get it. I get hating Gregory. She really does not like him. What I don't get is how she's fooled by the voice. Well, I guess she doesn't have her eyes, so that makes sense. Never mind. If she had her eyes, she probably wouldn't be fooled by it. Oh, that is another piece of evidence towards Gregory robot theory. Is that when Freddy gets his new eyes, he says, "Gregory, you look different." And the whole point of his new eyes is that he's seeing things through that was such a goofy freaking running animation. He's seeing things through the security, the network. So something that Ruin actually did freaking explain, which is crazy, again, FNAF game explaining lore, is the fact that, oh, I remember not liking this part because I'm pretty sure I like soft locked myself at some point here. Like the save point was like at a part where I already had the inhibitor thing on, and it really screwed me over. Anyways, the reason Freddy is not like the others in Security Breach. In Security Breach is because he's not attached to the database. You know, it wasn't like, oh, he's possessed by Michael, which is another reason why I think Michael is alive and well, not well, but alive, is because they kind of made it a point to show Freddy wasn't possessed by anything.
Really? Gross, 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 gross.
They've been showing eyes the whole time, Cassandra. Chill out. Oh, that's actually there. Okay. They made it a point for him to not be possessed by anybody, and for him to basically just have, when he glitched out, he was taken out of the security, the security system, and the mimic AI wasn't put into him, and it was put into the rest of them, and that's why when you look at Freddy's body and in this game it completely disappears, is because he's not part of the system. Now all the, other implications of that, like, whatever, there's definitely other ways to interpret why he's just completely different and how the mask bends reality and all that. I'm not gonna even begin to try to explain that. I just don't want to. It sounds awful. What's going on with this? This wants to go here, but oh, there's something here. There's something here, but it just doesn't want to. Oh, it's part of the. Yeah, it's part of this, but I don't think I can do this yet. Yeah, I have to do something else first. Anyway, wait, no, the scissors is one of the anomalies, right? Oh no, it's one of the nodes. Awesome. Beautiful. There's still this one though. Anyways, when Freddy gets Roxanne's eyes put into him, things not only look different because of oh, it's Chica. Fudge. No, I want Roxy. I want Roxanne. Things don't only look different because Roxy has special eyes, but also because he's seeing through the eyes of the Pizzaplex database, which he never has before. So he sees Gregory differently because Gregory is a robot. That voice crack was intentional, I will admit. Trust me, my sources trust me. Gregory is a robot, and so that's why he sees Gregory differently, because if Gregory was just a person, there wouldn't be, oh my goodness, there wouldn't be a need for him to see Gregory differently, but he makes it a point to say, you look different after he gets the eyes put in him. And the eyes, really all they're doing is just putting him into the Pizzaplex database. So, it's nothing too special, it's nothing too crazy. And that's more evidence for Gregory being a robot. And can I give Chica the stupid, I don't know what this does.
Really doing this?
I think you get an achievement for this, but it doesn't achieve anything else.
Ew. Gross.
And I don't know why Cassie bothers with this.
That should do it.
Good for you, Chica. Good for you. I'm glad I could help you, I guess. I don't know. And also, Freddy was a prototype, right? That was a genuine retcon. Now that I think of it, a lot of people use the word retcon a little loosely, I think, and they don't quite understand what that means when they say it, like genuinely retroactively changing the continuity. A lot of people just use what I would consider to be a story rewrite, or like a different way to interpret the story. A lot of people say retcon for that. Like, for example, a lot of people would say that, like, for Sister Location retconned the first 4. I'm the king of Five Nights at Freddy's because I went through the nightmare of platinuming Security Breach twice. And I did the hide and seek freaking trophy legitimately too. I played the full game without hiding once. It was beautiful. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. As always, something about Gregory being a robot, probably. Being a robot. Fudge. What was I talking about? Freaking. Ugh. Gregory. Robot. Freddy. Prototype. Prototype Freddy. Yes. Okay. FNAF Sister Location wasn't a retcon as much. It was just a new way of looking at the lore. It was a different perspective. Similarly, Secret of the Mimic isn't a retcon as much as it's just looking at the lore differently. You're getting new information that is changing the way you're looking at it. It is not rewriting something. Just sheerly.
Been here from the start, don't believe. Do you remember Honey Bun Man?
I remember Honey Bun Man. I was there from the start. Anyways, the prototype thing is an actual, that's a retcon, because that wasn't on Freddy's foot, and now it is. So that's a genuine retcon. The other genuine retcon, in my opinion, is from Ruin to Security Breach, right? From Ruin to Security Breach, they basically undid most of what happens in that game. Like all of these, and the burn trap ending. That doesn't happen anymore. The whole burn trap layer is kind of, they show it, and people use them showing it as evidence for burn trap actually existing. I see it as evidence that he doesn't, in the way that it actually looks different than it does in Security Breach. Like the layout's a bit different, and so they're using that to show, like, look, this is not the same. This is not the same thing, you know. This is different, and yeah, you know, I get behind that, and I think that's a genuine retcon where they went in and they were like, we are changing the story direction. This is not a different way to interpret it. This is just us flat out changing it. And that's because Security Breach was such a flop, and, you know, it's unfortunate, but whatever, it happens. But this was a genuine retcon, them putting Prototype on his foot. Which, why, like, it's kind of a bit of a lazy way to do it, but hey, you know, whatever, it's fine. And so, you know, Freddy not being in the system explains why he's that way, and not through being possessed by Michael Afton or whatever, and that leaves room for Michael to still be alive. And that would explain the sister location room, and why it's so absolutely perfect. It would explain why the writing for reprogramming Gregory / Crying Child is in there. Him helping his brother out to, you know, not want to kill people and help Vanessa. The issue with that is he does kill all the animatronics which are really just trying to protect from the Mimic. There's a bit of a point, not now, it seems like they're working together, but the Mexis is basically, or the Cradle or whatever, is like the M1. Fiona, right? Fiona's... I did play Ultra Kill like 2 days ago, and then like a month before that. I'm sorry for pausing.
Can you do another Fortnite stream? You haven't done one in like 5 weeks.
Fortnite? I don't like streaming Fortnite because I have terrible Wi-Fi and it doesn't work. I don't know why. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. There's been a couple Fortnite streams where it has gone off without a hitch. Then there's been other Fortnite streams where I'm at like 1,000 ping the whole time and it's unplayable. That's what happened last time. But there's one that's like a 3-hour Fortnite stream. That was one where the Wi-Fi did not crap out on me. But the one I did most recently, I tried, I really did. It just didn't want to work. Yes, I played Ultra Kill. I think I said that already. Anyways, man, I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to squeeze in a bunch of random crap into this. I was meant to be, my plan going in this was meant to be talking about the death order of all the kids, of Crying Child, Elizabeth, and Charlotte. That went out the window. Which is, you know, fine. You know what I hated from Ultra Kill? Fighting Gabriel. That was a nightmare. That took me like an hour straight, just like, you know, probably like a good 150 deaths fighting him. Until I finally learned how to actually play the game, and then it was easy. I didn't learn how to play Ultra Kill until like the last couple levels. I think when I just saw someone playing it, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense than what I'm doing. And then it was a blast after that. It was like really, I do not play Clash Royale. I did like freshman year, like when it was popular in like 2021. But yeah, I didn't learn how to play Ultra Kill until the very end. And when I did, I was like, this makes a lot of sense, and this is no longer a difficult game, and I'm actually good at it now. Because I was getting like D rating like the whole way across, and then I learned how to play, and then I was getting like A ratings, and I was like, oh, this is way better than what I'm doing. I played the whole game without audio, which I find funny. No, I will not play that awful, awful, awful game. Monty, I'm okay. I don't know. I mean, I love Doom Eternal, and I love games like that. Doom Eternal is one of my favorite games of all time, and, you know, Ultra Kill is very much like that. But I don't know. I was just playing it really weird. I also suck with mouse and keyboard. I'm obviously a console person, you know. And yeah, man, it was not a good time doing Ultra Kill. It was not a good time. And I was playing it weird. Like I was only using the pistol, and I was being kind of dumb. And then I realized, like, oh, maybe if I actually just, instead of, you know, like try-harding my way through this, if I just kind of let loose and just kind of have fun with it, that's actually what you're meant to do, which is kind of the opposite of Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal's like, you use 2 guns and that's about it, and you can get through the whole game with 2 guns. You don't have, it's like the fun stuff is extra on top of it. Where the Ultra Kill is like, no, actually, the more fun you have, the freaking better you do. I play a lot of Rocket League, actually. I'm pretty decent at it, I would argue. Streaming it, I don't know. I tried streaming it one day. I think I deleted the stream because it just did not, it was really, really laggy. Let's see here. Me and my friend are like, we play ranked, and it's great, actually. We're pretty good. I have a lot of Rocket League footage. I've been meaning to make a bunch of videos on it, of us just like dominating in ranked and funny moments and stuff like that. I just haven't got around. I haven't got around making a lot of videos in general. It's not that I don't have time. I don't know. It's just like I just don't want to. Streaming's easier. I don't know what rank we are. We're not crazy good. We're just. Our issue is in Rocket League, you have to win like 10. It's not like Fortnite where you kind of rank up no matter what happens. You have to get like 10 wins in a row to rank up. Which we're not doing. We're like, we win one, lose one, win one, lose one, just over and over, and so we're just like stagnating. It's annoying. And I'm like 3 ranks higher than him for some reason, even though we played the like the unranked games together. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of video. Like I did Fortnite Simpsons, and then it's just been like piano cover, over and over and over. Those are easy to do, you know. Oh, I've only had my laptop for like a couple months now, so I just downloaded it. I was surprised my computer can barely run it, actually. It was struggling during that stream. It was actually streaming pretty well, which I was surprised. It was just like, the points where the stream stuttered, it was just genuinely my computer, like the game was also stuttering. Can I like cheat this? We are talking about the wrong stuff here. What is the bottom line? What are the cliff notes here? Basically, Gregory's a robot. Gregory is probably Dave, who is probably the crying child, who is probably Gregory. They're all the same person. Elizabeth is in some way. Vanessa thinks she's Elizabeth. When she's Vanny, she thinks she's Elizabeth Afton. She has green eyes, blonde hair, purple nails. She's Elizabeth. Freddy, to some degree, Freddy's actually probably possessed by a child. He does say all of my friends are down here, referring to like the Blob and all the kids who have died in the Pizzaplex. He's probably just a kid who got killed. I wouldn't think Michael would consider the MCI kids to be his friends, mainly because they spend every single game trying to kill him. So yeah, there's that. There's a good chance Freddy, if anything, is like Dave or some David, not Dave, David. But that doesn't make sense because David died way earlier. Gregory's definitely the crying child, not the crying child's soul or anything, but he's a robot version of the crying child.
Gregory, I made it to the raceway. Are you okay?
How does the secret ending work?
I might be.
Do I need anything for it?
Deeper into the raceway.
It's not a good idea, Cassandra. It's not a good idea.
Assistance. Do you need assistance?
I would like assistance.
If they didn't die, how old would the kids be?
Oh man, if they were kids in the 80s, they'd be in their 50s. Oh wait, no. They would be in their 60s because this game takes place in the 2030s, not the 2020s. So, yeah, they'd be old. I always forget that this isn't present time, and that it's actually the 2030s or something like that. So I think 2035. So yeah, they'd be old. The MCI kids would be old. Which is why I don't think Bonnie Bro is Cassie's dad. It doesn't make any sense. Because Cassie's like, what, 12 maybe? I don't know. She seems like a teenager, maybe 13. Springtrap. Springtrap's my favorite animatronic, hands down. And favorite character, hands down, and across the whole franchise. Besides Withered Freddy. I like Withered Freddy just because I think he looks great. I like him better than FNAF 1 Classic Freddy. But Springtrap, hands down, is my favorite character. Favorite everything. If Springtrap had Scraptrap's lines in FNAF 3, if he had voice lines, it would be beautiful. I love anything Springtrap related. Dead by Daylight, all of his voice lines, awesome. I wish William had more characterization. It sucks that Five Nights at Freddy's does so little with their characters. You know, we have one monologue from Michael. That's it. One monologue. That's the only time we have a actual confirmed, like, this is Michael Afton. Elizabeth, we have baby voice lines, I guess, and Scrap Baby. You know, William, all we have is the sister location stuff, and then we have the Afton voice lines, and we have the Ultimate Custom Night voice. I don't think he has voice lines in Ultimate Custom Night. Then he has the FNAF special delivery voice lines. Oh my god, those are so good. I wish FNAF AR was still canon. The Illumix story that they were setting up was so awesome. They kind of dropped the ball on that. I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit. They Oh right, Roxanne, I need you to break this for me. Okay, well don't get. Oh, or I can just. Woo! Yeah, I wish they did more with them. You know, Springtrap is awesome. And Illumix was setting up a really cool story that Steel Wool. There's just a lot of. It always comes down to miscommunication, which sucks. Because, like, if they had communicated, it could have been great. Like, the story they were setting up was great. Because it had Glitch Trap being William Afton, which I love that idea. I love William Afton being still alive. Despite, you know, everyone's like, oh, FNAF 6 should have ended the franchise, whatever. It being William is such an awesome idea. And to have it be like where Vanessa is kind of trying to spread William to anywhere she can, like, is such an awesome idea. An awesome concept. And sadly, there was no communication, so that did not come to pass, and now we're stuck with the Mimic, who I hate. I understand the story.
She hasn't found him yet.
Whatever, it's fine.
Find him first.
But like, it's such a cop out. The Mimic is such a cop out. Like they really were just like anything that hasn't been explained yet. Mimic did it. Like that. That's really, it's really what they've been doing. It's like anything that hasn't happened, or you know that you don't have an answer to, it was the Mimic. And it's like, well, you know, sure, I guess. I don't think just a robot is a cool threat, in my opinion. Like it's just a robot, you know. Do I have to lure her away one camera at a time? I don't know, like, it's just a robot, you know? And I understand people like it because it's like, oh, it's a robot, and people like that idea of a robot being so realistic and convincing that, like, it's its own villain, but there's something about a person, you know, being a villain that is so much better. And I don't know, William, like, I'm glad that they did kind of close the book on it, and, you know, William's done. But also, like, tracking it on, honestly, would have been better than what they're doing with it, in my opinion. So it's like, I don't know. But hey, whatever. Maybe they'll tie it back. I really hope we get a direct sequel to Ruin. and it's good and straightforward. If they can do it like Secret of the Mimic and Ruin, if they can combine those, great. We can get similar like storytelling and gameplay elements. Like, we'll be set. If they make Security Breach 2, I'm going to cry. You know, so like that's kind of where I'm at with that. If they make a Security Breach 2, like if they make a similar game, I'm gonna freak out because like it sucks. But hopefully we can get something. Because it does suck that Ruin is like the most recent thing we have in terms of the timeline. And that then like from that point on, all we've gotten is I didn't do anything to you, Roxanne. It's okay, Roxanne. It's okay. Don't you worry about it.
Gregory! I'm in Roxy Racers.
It's not Racer. This is why no one went to your birthday, Cassandra. They're calling it Roxy Racers.
What happened here? It looks like the whole place fell.
Oh, it's fine. Nothing happened.
Fell down, broke everything. And now I'm stuck here.
It was fine. Nothing actually happened.
I think I need to go get help.
Yeah.
Or call the police.
That's what you should have done from the first place.
How is that supposed to help? There's no time.
Fine. Am I even
Cassie
close?
is like
Where
just
are you?
#1
This
freaking
place is
Dumbo.
huge.
Down there, sinkhole under the raceway.
Under the raceway. Helpy, how do I get down there?
Can I open this door now? Thank you. Whoa. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill me. I'm not gonna lie. Don't I have to do like a phaser blast thing? Oh, the Bonnie I don't want to do this. I do not want to. I will gladly skip this part. Ooh, a security office. I don't know. The Olympic story would have been better than whatever we got going on right now, and I just really hope we get an actual good sequel that has the characters in it. That's not like stupid. That I need there to be a Gregory, a Vanessa, and a Glamrock Freddy, and a Cassie, and a Mimic all in this next game, or else I'm gonna lose it. Because we need actual characters with screen time and dialogue and personalities in Five Nights at Freddy's. We're so far past silent protagonist who's faceless and does nothing. We're so far past that. We need substance. I don't know. That's just I can't take another security breach. I guess this is the baby room, isn't it? Not this one, but like this area. Because every game since Ruin has been a prequel of sorts. With like Help Wanted 2 is technically a prequel to Ruin, sequel to Security Breach, but prequel to Ruin. Okay, this is a good place to kind of stop, and talk about this. So you have babies, right? All the plush babies who I think through Help Wanted 2 we kind of learn are like an extension of Elizabeth. They're not like her minions. Like she can control them and send them out. Well, I guess they are her minions. But like she can kind of manifest through them, similar to how we can only assume Charlotte is manifesting through the Nightmare On stuff. And so we have a whole room dedicated to baby, just like in Security Breach. Same thing. We have a whole room dedicated to baby plushies. This one's like in timeout, whatever. You can only assume Elizabeth is still alive. Same with Charlotte. Security Breach shows a lot of puppet imagery in the black and white cords everywhere. There's a lot of black and white stripes, all the staff bots. And then we also see all the baby stuff. And once again, wrong button. I keep trying to press triangle over inventory like this is Minecraft or something. Once again, Jesus. Baby's not supposed to be here. What's she doing here? She is not supposed to be here. And then discontinued. She is not meant to be here. But through the power of ghost magic, she is manifesting herself in the Pizzaplex. and she's putting up posters of herself in the Help Wanted 2 section. You know, she's getting into every little spot she can. So is Charlotte. They're both kind of battling it out for what I can only assume is who gets power over, like, the Blob and the MCI souls. Not the souls, but the remnant, or yeah, the souls, not the remnant of them. The remnant all burned away, which is actually kind of why Burn Trap it was meant originally to be like a Golden Freddy type thing, where he just kind of pops up and then, you know, he disappears and he's like a ghost because his remnant is gone and he's literally just a soul now, like the rest of the kids. That's kind of what the Blob is like, all of them entangled. Well, it's not actually called the Blob, huh? It's called the Amalgamation. No, it is called the Blob. The Tangle. The Tangle. That's what it's called in the character encyclopedia. The Tangle. I was thinking of the Afton Amalgamation from Fazbear Frights, which would have been awesome if, you know, Fazbear Frights did align with Security Breach, but sadly Security Breach took, you know, 15 years to make, and we didn't get that. So yeah, Elizabeth, security or assisted location, important. Why? I don't know. The only reason I think it's being shown as like important with the new era is genuinely just because it's the same story again. Sister Location told the story of the Mimic before, just with Ennard, and literally the same because it's the Mimic AI, the Mimic 1 program that's used in the Fun Times, and it's the same deal. Right, literally exactly the same. Michael goes down to save his friend, or in this case, his sister Elizabeth. Right, William says, "Oh yeah, go. Your sister's totally down there. You should go get her." You know, so that's what he thinks he's doing. Turns out, while it is Elizabeth, what most people don't realize is that for most of it, it's voice mimicking. Right, the animatronics are said to have voice mimicry. So it's not actually Elizabeth, it's more so like, and obviously I'm not saying Elizabeth's like voice, or baby's voice sounds like Elizabeth, but like, it's plausible that it would sound like a grown-up version of her and talk like that and whatnot, and, you know, for her to be kind of like knowing Michael and stuff, like, it's definitely not Elizabeth who's talking to him. It's the AI. It's the Mimic. And the Mimic is the one who is guiding him to the scooping room. You know, the Mimic is Ennard, for lack of a better term. Not actually. I'm not saying that it's the Mimic robot, obviously, but it's the Mimic program that's in Ennard, along with the souls. Or the remnant. I'm not saying that like the soul and the remnant and stuff isn't part of that. It is. It's just that they're mainly driven by the AI. Because something that I feel like is kind of talked over is the fact that like the kids don't really have control of their bodies, so to speak. Like, really the only ones who have that kind of control are Charlotte and like Golden Freddy to some extent. But for the most part, they're all just kind of at the mercy of the suit, you know, and what it wants to do. That's why they can like only roam around at night and stuff. It's like they're kind of just limited to that. I just don't want to do this section. It kind of really sucks. So they're not very intelligent either. Charlotte says, right, in Ultimate Custom Night, like the others are like animals, but I'm very aware. Like the kids are kind of just, I mean, that's why they're killing Michael, right? Like there's no reason to kill Michael. He's not William, but they don't know any better. They just see, oh, it's an adult, I'm gonna kill it, you know, because they're not the smartest. And so it's mainly just kind of the AI, the Mimic in the Fun Times, that's driving them to like escape, that wants to get out. And it's literally the story of Michael going with promises of finding a loved one. They get fooled by this loved one's voice into setting them free. And then water break. And then Ruin is the story of Cassie being sent down somewhere with the promise of finding a loved one slash friend, and then gets fooled by a robot AI version of their voice into setting them free. Like, it's the same story again, and that's why I think Sister Location is shown so much. I don't think it's really any kind of like super like crazy connection. I mean, hey, maybe there will be, and I'll be ecstatic because I love Sister Location. Maybe there will be some kind of grand freaking scheme, and the Mimic is actually freaking baby or some crap. I don't know, but you know, if that's what happens, then that's what happens. I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but if it does, that would be cool. Well, this is open already? So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. We really don't... There's only so much you can talk about, you know, at this stage, because you don't really have anything to go off of anymore. It's really just... you'd be going in circles because we just don't have enough information, and it sucks that they don't give us anything to solve the lore with anymore. Like, there used to be actual, you know, pretty plain like stuff, but the lore keeps getting more complicated, but they're not giving us any more substance. Like, you think the more complicated it gets, the clearer they would get in terms of some of the like Easter eggs and stuff, but they don't. And so it kind of just, now there's kind of just no real way to solve it without a straight up like confirmation or a new game, which probably won't come out for another, you know, 2 years, which sucks. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot more you can talk about without having new information. I am looking at Bonnie Boy, and I don't get what the point here is with him and the wet floor signs. A lot of people think the wet floor signs are kids. Doesn't understand why it's tied to Bonnie. The only thing I can think of is like Bonnie was trying to help somehow. Maybe Bonnie was like Freddy, similar to like Freddy, and you know, he was trying to not kill kids. And then Monty was like, oh, we can't have that, and freaking smashed his head in. Because, you know, if the story truly was just, oh, freaking Monty killed Bonnie, I feel like that they wouldn't make this such a, like, a deal out of this, you know? It's funny how every single Glamrock Bonnie, like, fan render before this was so awesome, and then we saw him, and it was like, oh, man, this is what we had? Good thing he got replaced. But like his eyes lighting up and then hitting all of these, and then all of a sudden his eyes are no longer lit up. It's like kind of weird. You know, I don't know what that's about. And like the babies crying when you go up to these, like, are they kids who died, or I don't know how that works. Why they needed to make this such a dramatic thing? Might have just been because they were building it up so much. You know, that's kind of the whole thing. They're just really building this up, and then, you know, just in classic FNAF fashion, you know, to have it be underwhelming, which is like classic FNAF, you know, big build up and then nothing happens, like the burn trap ending, or like the Mimic in Ruin, where you see him for 15 seconds and then it ends. Or like the Mimic in Secret of the Mimic, where you see him for 15 minutes and then it ends. Yeah, they really have a problem with that, don't they? I feel like there's not a lot new stuff for me to talk about that I haven't already gone over in previous streams and in previous videos. Stuff like that. I mean, I haven't made a theory video in a while, but I feel like those videos kind of capture my thoughts pretty well. This guy is tweaking out. I mean, really the only new stuff that I've thought about that isn't in a video yet is like Charlie being killed in 85 and being the last MCI victim, and Elizabeth dying after Crying Child, and stuff like that, it's really not anything too crazy. Well, another reason why I haven't like made a theory video on this stuff is like I don't have a lot of evidence. Not that I put a lot of evidence into my theory videos to begin with, which I know is a problem I have when making those. The reason I don't is just because like it's hard to find like it's one of those things where it's like I know this is true, but I just I don't want to go freaking searching for the exact Fazbear Fright book and the exact page and like the exact line and cite that crap. Like that's not. I should do it the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that, so I won't. Because it's annoying. And so a lot of my videos I feel come across as like maybe a little like I'm guessing and just making stuff up. But it's like if you knew, it's like I don't know. If you knew what I knew, it would not seem like I'm making stuff up. It would seem like I actually know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I forget that like a lot of people don't read the books, or if they do, they have wildly different interpretations of it than I do, like thinking the books are actually canon to the games, which I will never get over that. How people can think that, it's crazy. It's absolutely freaking wild to me. So I don't know, I don't put a lot of evidence in my stuff because it's like I just assume that it's common knowledge where these things are coming from, when I guess for most people it's not common knowledge where those things are coming from. And it's easy to talk about on a stream because I can stream for 3 hours, but like in a video that I'm trying to make 8 minutes long, it's a bit hard to get all of that kind of conveyed across. And it's just a lot of editing as well, trying to like surf for like the pages and the lines and stuff that usually just isn't available publicly, like without me pulling the actual physical copy of the book that I have out and like taking a picture of it. And they're just hard to make. They're kind of annoying to make, honestly. I wouldn't even say they're hard. It's just they're just annoying. I mean, I like the writing part and the recording part. It's just the editing is just like it's a struggle to get through. I don't think I hit whatever I was supposed to hit in here. Because opening these doors really did a whole lot of nothing. I know I'm meant to be like distracting these guys, but oh, okay. So what? Do I want them here?
Hey, are you there?
Go, Music Man, go! Wait, I thought that was you guys. Oh, that was you guys. Oh no, you're coming this way! Oh no! Wait. Guys. Guys. Guys, hold on. Wait. No. Hold on. Oh, wait. You guys, hold on. Please tell me these guys aren't still coming. Nope, they're still coming. I hear them. Maybe this is why Into the Pit wouldn't have worked as a 3D game. It's a whole lot of guessing here. Well, this is this is interesting. I think wait, hold on.
What are those things? They look like the DJ.
They're mini music men. I would do the map hat thing if it weren't 3, 4 something 5 in the morning. 3, 4, and 5 in the morning, all at once. Okay, I can still hit this, I think. Oh wait, there's a freaking thingy right here. Oh, I did this one. I gotta get the one here. Let me squeeze through, guys. Oh, I didn't see you two. Why are the two of you? Why are the two of you just here? Oh, you just jumped at me.
It's
Oh.
again for me.
You survived 5 nights at Freddy. I'm not about to. Oh, they're still there. You guys are still there. Oh, wow. Look, guys. Oh, okay.
I did ITTTT.
Well, I did not do it. I do not like that section. We are... What chapter is that?
I survived 5 nights.
That is this one? No. That's this... No, it's this... It's this one. It's this one. I think this is the Phaser Blast one. I think. I don't know. Oh, this is the Vanny room. Oh, which means this is the cool looking thing. Yeah. Cool. Vanny sounds like Vanessa and Bunny. This can't be a coincidence. God, whoever was on the writing team for that. Truly amazing work. Truly amazing work. I trash Security Breach a lot, but I'm not joking, but I'm joking. It's a long history with that game.
All the way down there.
It's a very, very long, annoying, painstaking history. Bad Bear is kind of crazy. Spaz Fiend. That just sounds like someone who's addicted to like Spaz, like Spaz freaking like nicotine, but it's like Fazbear nicotine. I don't know. You're a Faz Fiend. I spent way too much time trying to think about that. Oh my god, I am so out of it. Jesus. It's fine. It's okay. It's great. It's actually freaking fantastic. Can I get a Phaser Blaster? Wait, it does the voice line, doesn't it? Oh. Okay. I could have sworn it does the voice lines from Security Breach. Oh, there it was. Oh well. Fred boy, I'm here. What I would give for me to be able to hear him say, "Way to go, superstar!" Just one more time. You know, just for him to just say that one more time to me. Oh my god, he just said it. That was so funny. I'm not even gonna lie. That was so funny. The right as I said it. Oh, that's awesome. Way to go, superstar. Beautiful. Oh man, Freddy, my beloved Freddy. Freddy, me and you have been through some adventures together, man. With my like 100 hours that I have in Security Breach, we've been through it. We've been through thick and thin, Freddy. We've been through it all. Fudge. Oh, I screwed it up. I might have to restart. Because I don't think I die. I think I just get like kicked out. And then I'm just like stuck. I'm pretty sure it doesn't let me take off the mask when he gets too close. But there's no one here to kill me, so I'm just fully screwed. Which is great. You know, you love to see it. You love to see me getting screwed out of this. If I do it fast enough, though. Or I can just do this and be freaking awesome at the game. Either way. Oh, my beloved Freddy. Look at that prototype. Look at that beautiful prototype on his freaking... What is happening to my voice? Pretty sure I've just switched between like 3 accents in like the past 5 minutes. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Freddy! Freddy? Are you okay?
I don't like that he has the present in his stomach. That's upsetting. And it's not orange either. It's green. But if anything, I think it's just meant to convey that it is Freddy. Like the Freddy from... My beloved Freddy from Security Breach. And not just a random Freddy. Although it might be. I mean, who's to say the Freddy, his head just didn't pop off in the wreckage, you know? But I'm pretty sure it's meant to be our Freddy. And I think Steel Wool's just kind of, you know, a little bit dull and forgot that, you know, he had an orange present and not a green one.
There's the inhibitor!
Go for it, Cassandra. Go for it. I love that his stomach is a mouth. Go for it, Cassandra. Yeah, he completely disappears because he's a freaking chump. Music Man! Finally, it only took the whole freaking game. Oh, I'm gonna have to deactivate Roxy. I don't know if I can go through that again. I don't know if my heart can take that. One time was too many, you know? Well, actually, I think I did it like 3 times, but still. One time was too many. Ooh, what's with the loading screen? What are we doing with the loading screen? I wasn't meant to play this whole game. I was meant to play this for like an hour. I kind of overdid this a bit. It's my bad, I guess. I don't know. It's not that bad, I guess. Am I screwing this up? Nah, I can walk up this. Okay, take the mask off. It's fine. We're okay. Is this the frickin' thingamajig? Yeah.
I finally have a clear signal.
Gregory,
His voice gets
I shut down all
worse.
the security nodes.
Which is funny. You'd think his voice would get better with time.
Am I close?
Almost. There's still one node left that's keeping the underground sealed.
Where?
Roxy's the final node. You need to deactivate her.
But...
Deactivate her and save me. Save me, Cassie, please. It's so dark down here.
How did she not, like... How can you not tell that's not Gregory? I don't know. I mean, on my first playthrough of this, I remember thinking well, this was, like, before the Mimic, like, was a thing. The Tales games had come out, but, like, nobody was expecting the Mimic to show up in Ruin, you know? And, or maybe the Tales... No, Tales had come out for sure. And the Storyteller and all that, I think, had already happened. But, I thought it was the puppet, I remember, because it was kind of tall and, you know, wiggly. And I was like, oh, that's the puppet's thing. Puppet's tall and wiggly. And I was like, oh, it's the puppet, it's the puppet. I say it like 4 times in the stream. And then I was like, what the heck is this thing? Yeah. For a second, I thought it was Gregory, but it was just like an evil Gregory or something. I knew Gregory wasn't a good guy, you know. But I held my hopes. I had my hopes up that maybe, just maybe, it was actually Gregory. But then it was, you know, very... Oh, Roxy, I can't do this again. I can't do this again, Roxanne. Not again. This is what made me love you as a character, Roxy, after hating on you time after time in Security Breach.
Cassie. Cassie. Welcome back, Cassie.
You remember me?
Your birthday is 11 because you're number 1 2 times.
I remember. Your special day.
Do you still like carrot cake? It has been
It's another
so
reason why
long since
Cassandra
I
doesn't
saw
have
you.
friends. She likes carrot cake.
If I remember correctly.
Because
it
you're
is only
number
right.
one 2
I
times.
remember because you are number one. Twice.
Poor Roxanne.
Have you booked your party? I'm sure your friends will show up this time.
Roxanne, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Roxy, I don't want to do it. And it's the easiest no too. That's what makes it so terrible.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, Roxanne. It'll be over soon. The note is just this. It's the easiest one. Roxanne, I'm sorry, man. I wish it could have been any other way, but hey, is there another way to hit all these? Surely there's a way to hit all these, right? There isn't. Oh well. I'm sorry, Roxanne. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I love carrot cake. Happy birthday, Cassie.
Okay, Roxanne, you kind of lost me when you said I love carrot cake. I'm not gonna lie. You lost me there.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Roxy. It had to happen for me to get killed by Gregory real quick, you know? I'm gonna fail this freaking encounter. I can feel it. I'm gonna fail the door at the end. What was the point of... Yeah, thank you, Helpy. Anyways, I wonder what the point of censoring the pronoun that Gregory uses when he says, my friend has the blueprints, follow blank instructions. Like, saying follow her instructions would not have been such a big deal. Like, we already know Gregory, like, we're already given this. Not this, sorry, this. We know the Princess Quest ending's a canon ending. We know he's with Vanessa and Freddy. So, like, saying follow her instructions, like, it wouldn't give us any new information. They're so, I hate how, it's like, I don't know. It's just so... They're just vague for the sake of vague, not even for the sake of actually having a good story. It's so annoying. I find it weird that there's 2 elevators. You don't get what? Oh, that? Yeah. Me neither. I wonder why there's 2 elevators that go down to this area. It's so strange to me that there's 2 different ones. Is he gonna play the music all sad, like how it did in Security Breach? No, it's not. Oh, it's playing it fast. Oh wait, no, I think that is how it is. Yeah, well, Gregory identifies as Rose/bot, you know. So I think that's Gregory's preferred terminology there. You know, Dave/Afton type of thing, crying/child, you know, bite/victim. Cassandra's pronouns are about to be was/were after she gets freaking eaten by the mimic right here.
Okay.
I love this so much though because this aligns with something that like I wouldn't consider myself old, but I don't know. Way back in like 2016, when like the books came out, like when they first came out, and I remember reading, you know, the Silver Eyes when that came out. But I think this is more of the Twisted ones. But I remember when that came out too, as well when that released, and I got that book as well. And reading it, and they describe how Charlotte, Emily, who's a robot kid, wouldn't you know it, lives on a house on a hill, and underneath that house on a hill there is a Freddy's location, and it's the FNAF 2 location. It has Balloon Boy and stuff. It's Freddy's location, and it's in like a cave, and the cave is very watery, and the cave has like glowing vegetation in it, and it's kind of like a grotto type cave where it's got like water. And then we play Ruin. We play Ruin and we get a cave with water and bioluminescent vegetation. And it's underneath. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's next to a Freddy's location that is underground. And if Secret of the Mimic is to be believed, it is also underneath that house on the hill. Which is awesome. It's so awesome. And when I first read the books, and I was thinking, Charlotte lives on a house on a hill, I remember thinking, like, the story that they have that Charlotte goes through, it's kind of flipped. Like, what Henry and Charlotte do in the books is basically...
So if the Gregory is a robot, then they can really go by anything because robots have no gender.
Yeah, I mean, Gregory's obviously a boy, but... Yeah, sure. And yeah, but like way back in 2016, or might have been early 2017, whatever, like... I remember thinking, like, this is just the Afton story, but flipped. Like, it's just it's just Charlotte now. Which is also a big reason why I believe that Gregory is a robot, and why that can happen is because the books did it first. They showed we can have a humanoid robot who grows up, who eats, drinks, breeds, all that stuff. But they make a point to show that, like, she never goes to, like, hospitals or anything like that. Because she's a robot, obviously, take her to a hospital, they'll freaking find that out. But yeah, I just remember seeing this and being like, oh my god, this is the freaking thing. This is the thing from the books, and being so like, it's still, to me, it's kind of wild that like, it's a book that came out, you know, like, well, at this point, 8+ years, you know, ago when this game came out, and it's like such a random thing to pull from, like, the freaking novel trilogy that most people don't even know are novels. Most people only know them as graphic novels. The newer fans and stuff, they always refer to it as the graphic novel trilogy. Not in my day. In my day, they were normal books. Like, I just know them as the normal books. And it's such a wild, like, deep cut thing to pull from, like, freaking elite ball knowledge.
No.
Like,
Come on.
to have this in here. It's so wild to me. And I think this was just meant to convey that, like, this is below the house on the hill. Like, this is what it was talking about. And this is where I think, oh my god, I can't believe I'm pulling this around. This is where I think the Proto-Freddy's kind of comes into play. Because, as I was talking about, I don't know, 2 hours ago or whatever, I was like, the only thing missing is the Proto-Freddy's from the Edwin thing, right? Like, we have the Scooper from Sister Location, we have, you know, Fredbear's Family Diner, perchancedly from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, FNAF 6. You know, we have all this stuff, like, that's, you know, referenced in secret and is now here, and I was like, but the Proto-Freddy's is really the only thing that we don't have, and I was like, maybe it's the burn trap room with the doors. But I think this is it. Because the whole point of the Freddy's that's underneath her house is that it's a work in progress. It's like a blueprint, like a freaking, like, you know, trial run of a Freddy's restaurant. And that's what the Proto-Freddy's under Murray's freaking house with Edwin's house. Edwin Murray, whatever. I call him Murray way more than Edwin. Edwin's house. And I think this is meant to show that, like, this Proto-Freddy's is not too far from this. It's not, heck, that Proto-Freddy's might actually be Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, but it could be. That Proto-Freddy's could turn into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. The only issue I have with that is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place is highly suggested to be Fredbear's Family Diner, and Fredbear's Family Diner is not the Proto-Freddy's, because Fredbear's Family Diner is already open in Secret of the Mimic. That is my only issue with that. I still want to believe that the Pizzeria Simulator's restaurant is Fredbear's. I think that is awesome. I don't know where that came from, but it's an awesome thought, an awesome way to kind of bookend the series. But still, I do think this kind of links to that Proto Freddy's. It's near. And it all links back. Oh, my voice. Oh my god, I've been talking all day. I'm so out of it, and I'm getting too excited as well. You know, it all ties back to what Steelwell was talking about with Security Breach, and like they wanted to move. I talk about this probably every time I make a theory and every time I stream. They wanted to move away from the idea of singular things being possessed and like robot possession. They wanted to move away from that. They wanted to go more towards a story where it's like a ancient burial ground, I think is what the exact words they said. It was like an Indian burial ground type thing. And that the idea that the whole place is haunted, not necessarily like individual things. And that makes sense, right? That makes sense for why everything is like on top of each other. Because like it's just the place. The place is haunted, and that's why it keeps happening over and over and over again. It's because like you have the 1985 location, which is also the FNAF 1 location. Boom, that's its own thing. You have the FNAF 2 location seems to be a bit of a like anomaly for that, but like Fredbear's, Edwin's, the FNAF 4 bunker, sister location, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, the Pizzaplex. It's all in one like you know, they're all in like a mile radius of each other, or like probably a couple blocks. Even the FNAF 4 house, like the one in the mini games, like all of those are all right next to each other. Did I already give you all the coins? Can I not listen to this story again? That sucks. I love how different Candy Cadet looks compared to like FNAF 6. Because I think he has 3 antennas or something, or 3 wheels. He has something going on. He looks like a little cuter here. I'm not gonna lie. He's shorter and less menacing. I don't know. It's wild just seeing the cave and stuff. And I love how they make it a point that we go deeper than... Well, it doesn't really matter now because we know the Mimic has been around for a long time, but back in the day, before we knew that, I was talking about how, like, we noticeably go lower than my...
Bonnie is trans.
Oh, yeah.
Corners everywhere.
That makes sense.
It's like the inside of an oven.
So, I'm pretty sure this was meant to be the confirmation that Fredbear, or that this is the Pizzeria Simulator thing. Like that was its not the retcon, but like actually the retcon, right? This was their way of explaining Burn Trap's thing. So instead of it being Burn Trap's thing, it's now the Pizzeria Simulator thing. And this is what basically it's purple. Okay, well I don't like that. So this is where Burn Trap came out of. And then he can either go right or left, and he can go down here, right? Or he can go down here. This way. But as you can see, it looks pretty like...
Lolbit is trans too. 0.
I would believe Lolbit is trans. It's pretty, not burnt in here, as you can see. Not recently burnt, at least. I mean, it does look burnt, but more in like a, you know, ages ago type of way. Like, these aren't melted. This monitor is still fine. This desk is still here. Like, this is meant to show the Burn Trap ending didn't happen, and I feel like a lot of people don't believe that. And people are like, no, but it shows the room. Like, it had to have happened. I'm like, but look at it. Like, this stuff would be gone if it was melted, and it's not gone. So, like, something definitely, you know, happened, or didn't happen, I should say. Happened in terms of the story writing, where like they, you know, this got taken out. I can't believe Mexis stood for freaking X form. That's so stupid. I remember like question. I don't know why that popped in my head just now, but like I remember freaking theorizing about that and being so upset when it wound up being X form. when I was playing Secret. Like of all the like I was like, you know, Mexis mimic, you know, extraction or mimic like entrapment, like, or not entrapment, but like extraction or something that's meant to, you know, EX. That a lot of times, you know, people do that. The EX will just be an X because X makes the same sound as EX. So, like, you know, mimic like extraction. It was just something else. Entrapment system. I think it was like mimic X entrapment system is what I had. Makes a lot of sense. Turns out it's mechanical X form. X form. Something storage. Mechanical X form. I don't know what the E was. I forgot, but something storage. And I'm like, X form? What are we talking about, bro? And then we learned Mimic is an acronym, which I think that was the secret of the Mimic, I think. Or the secret of the Mimic was that it's actually the crying child. I didn't really pick up on what the secret was. I guess just that it was an acronym, like, oh god, what was John Andrews had a great freaking guess at it. It was like Mary's.
To name my kid Freddy, LOL.
It was like Murray's intelligent. Oh boy. Murray's intelligent mechanical integrated chip or something. Because an integrated chip is what the Mimic is in. It's in like a little memory, like a little, not like an SD card, but like an SD card basically. It's a freaking Sans disk, you know. And I love this little backpack. And that's kind of. I remember I did when I first played this. Anyways, geez, I'm all over the place. It doesn't say Fiona anywhere on here. That's funny. It doesn't say Fiona anywhere. This whole time I thought this was against the wall, and so they were purposely having it to where like the other side of this said Fiona. But nope. Just doesn't. It's awesome. Great. I love that. When I was first playing through this, I did this first, and so this ran into here, but nothing happened. It was like a big. They made a big show of it, and nothing happened. And I was like, "What the heck just happened?" And then I opened the door, and then it was like, "Oh, I gotta find something to," and it cut out, and then I just walked through, and then on my second playthrough, I was like, "Oh, I was meant to freaking do this first and then do that." I didn't know. You know, we'll see if it happens this time. I have no clue what I was talking about. Something about Burn Trap not existing, which I've been talking about the whole time. Because, you know, I'm not Burn Trap denier. Even though I love Burn Trap, I love the design. I think it's my favorite design since Springtrap. Wait, did it not work? Did they patch this out? No, it worked because it already, yeah. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes, I am. And here's this little fella, and he's like, "Oh no!" He does smile, though. Tragic. Yeah, that's what happened, and I was like, "What the heck?" I'm like,
What shows do you watch?
oh man, now I just watch The Simpsons, and I've been slacking on watching Dexter. I was plowing through Dexter, and then I just stopped. I'm on like season 5 or something of Dexter. Mainly The Simpsons. I like other shows. I just, you know, I finished the other show. Like, when it comes to things that I watch, like, consistently, it's like The Simpsons, like, mainly. I just finished Stranger Things the other day. Smiling Friends, that ended a while ago, like a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Supernatural, I watched all 15 seasons of that. I don't know. The Office, Community, Arrested Development, Parks and Rec, stuff like that. I'm not into watching like serious shows, I guess. Friends. I am probably the only person in my generation who likes Friends as a show. I think it's awesome. It's weird playing this with the brightness up, because in the normal game you can't see any of this. Oh, you can see the elephant. So this is 100% Murray's Manor. I don't know. I don't even know why I thought this was like a freaking groundbreaking theory. I forgot about that. There's the lion suit, the freaking...
T-shirt from Supernatural on RN loudly crying face.
That's funny. I was more of a Sam guy myself. I saw more of myself in Sam than Dean. I don't know. Sam was the that's so me guy, you know. It's like watching Dexter. You watch Dexter and every 15 seconds you're like, oh my god, he's literally me. Yeah, I was more of a Sam guy. Mainly because Dean was kind of serious the whole time. I don't know. I like Dean, but he's a little too like I don't know. Maybe because Sam was kind of like the main character as well for like a large portion of the show. Then there was that whole plot. I don't know if you've seen the whole show, but there's the whole plot where Dean had like, what was it, the mark of Cain or whatever, and he was all aggressive, and I was like, oh, what's going on now? And then the ending was freaking brutal, and I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, it was. I love that show. But yeah, Sam was the guy. I don't know. I'm dreading doing this freaking section where
I've seen the show like 3 times.
3 times? That's crazy. We watched it once. We started when the 13th season had come out, and we finished it like as the 15th season part 2 had just come out. Like, we watched it for like maybe a year and a half or whatever, 2 years, and like it was timed perfectly where we got to season 15 as it came out. It was freaking crazy. I remember finishing it at like in like 2021 or something. And all the they made Fortnite references, and it was really weird because like at that point Fortnite was like really dated, and I'm like, what's going on? I was gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I love that I can see the elephant though. That's awesome. Wait, does that mean the mimic's just gonna like pop out? How does this work?
You saved me.
Oh, he's in the freaking... Oh, right. He's in the suit because I have the freaking all the stuff.
I'm Gregory.
You're not Gregory. I love that I can see it
Not Gregory.
because I have my brightness all the way up. Oh, that's awesome.
What are you?
I'm Gregory. I thought it was the puppet the first time I saw it because of the way it was tall. Roxy, I love you. Oh, look, there's the freaking bird suit as well, or the ostrich or whatever. Oh. That might be why the freaking graffiti at the very beginning said ostrich, now that I think about it. Did I just fall through the floor?
Is that really
Wait.
you?
Wait.
I mean, really?
I think I fell through the floor.
I've been trying to reach you all night. I'm not at the pizza place. Something's trying to trick you.
You're a bit late. This thing in the basement sounds just like you. How do I know this
What?
is you?
Well, I think I'm stuck in the floor.
You need to get out of here.
We might need to get a battle royal.
They say something about like chug jugs or something, and I'm like, what's going on, bro? I think I'm stuck in the floor, but I might not be. That might have fixed me, actually. Why did I just stand there, waiting for the mimic?
It's right behind you.
I know it's right behind me, Gregory. Thank you. I'm also out of freaking stamps because I'm a girl and girls can't run.
Go right.
I'm sorry, Gregory. I was sorry. Just, you know, you're much faster than Cassandra is all. Gregory, you are much faster than Cassandra by a lot, and you can run for much longer than she can. I'm sorry, Gregory. I didn't mean it. What's going on? Oh, I didn't have a choice, I guess. Okay, I guess I'm gonna scoop this guy. Can we just get a second to look? I have a second here to look. I love this music, by the way, but I'm trying to look at my surroundings here. It looks pretty like Secret of the Mimic-esque, you know? It'll only hurt for a second, or what did she say? She said something like that. This is the scooping room. You won't die. And then he freaking does die, but he just comes back to life instantaneously, or instantly, it's fine. It also doesn't look like the scooper. Also, I like how nothing really happened. It just kind of like picked it up and threw it on the ground, and it was like, yeah, that's probably good. Five Nights at Freddy's is created by Scott Cawthon. Isn't he also Glamrock Freddy? Because Glamrock Freddy technically had voice lines. I was not meant to play the full game. I was meant to play like 45 minutes of it, but it's fine. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Oh, that's funny. Well, I did it. I didn't mean to do it, but I did it. So that's cool, I guess. I should... Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 trailer? What? That game's still going on? Why did it not say yay? Why did it do it like that? People still believe that Michael's the bite victim? Holy crap. What are we on about, bro? What are we on about?
Yowie, face with bags under eyes.
It still said it weird. It didn't say yay, it said... Whatever. Gosh, I truly do hate that. I hate looking at the FNAF theories subreddit. It just makes me so upset every time I look at it. It's kind of it's very, very tragic every time I look. What? Nick A30 cursed? What? Crazy. Anyways, I don't... My bad. Pretty sure... What is happening? Why would Cassidy be the puppet? Oh, see, this is... I can't. I can't with this stupid subreddit. I just can't. It's so bad. I look at it for 15 seconds and it's like the worst takes I've ever seen in my entire life, and I have pretty bad takes.
Almost at 100 subs.
That's awesome. I cheated a lot of mine. I don't know why I should say cheated. They're legitimate, but I got them all through like YouTube Shorts, which is nothing. But any growth I have is from YouTube Shorts, which I hate, by the way. I hate YouTube Shorts, but you know, if I wanted to be, not to sound like freaking you know, freaking overconfident or anything, but like if I wanted to grow my channel, I could. I just don't want to do that again. Because like I did, 2023 was pretty crazy for me. I got like 100,000 views like in a year alone, like, and I think I got like 200 some subscribers or 300 some subscribers. But it was like a nightmare. I just had to post YouTube shorts every single day and put like 500 hashtags under every single one of them. And I had to do it at a very specific time of day or else they wouldn't get the same amount of views. I had to do it at like 4 a.m. or at like 6 a.m. every day. And if it was any later or any earlier, they wouldn't get views. So it had to be at this very specific time. And I just had to do it every single day. It just over and over and over. It was a nightmare. But it you know, I guess it did the job. It got the job done. I got a lot of subscribers and a lot of views, but yeah, it was a nightmare. And I was like, I am not doing this again. So I just kind of you know, gave into the defeat, and I was like, I don't care. This makes my channel stagnate. I'm not doing that again. You know, I'm just gonna make what I want to make, and so be it. Actually, streaming has gotten me quite a, you know, decent amount of viewership recently. I don't know what's been going on recently. I don't know what I've been doing right or what other people have been doing wrong, but I've been getting a lot of views recently on streams. It's really weird. Never happens. And a lot of subscribers from streams, which is weird. Also never happens. But I'm not going to complain about it. It's great. I wish, you know, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times a lot of the wrong things get attention that I make. Like a lot of things that I'm really proud of don't get a lot of traction. And the stuff that's like, I made this in 5 minutes, like that's the stuff that gets like good like recognition. It's like, oh, you're really not focusing on the right things here. Like all my FNAF stuff, like these streams are like the lowest effort things I can do. You know, I'm just like streaming in general is like the lowest effort thing I can do. But then like my FNAF 3 videos are like the good ones don't get views, but then the ones that kind of suck are like the ones that people watch, and it's like, oh man, you're watching the wrong stuff. Like, I don't know. It's whatever. I should get back to doing 3 videos because I have a lot of not like fresh takes or anything, but like I really want to do like a Charlie 85 theory video. I think that would go over well just for me in general because I have a lot of stuff backing that up. It's such a like a process to make those, you know, just like the essay writing, the recording of it, the editing of it, just like from start to finish, it's like a freaking like 2-week process, you know. Whereas like making any other videos, like to record it probably, you know, takes as long as it took to record it, and then I just freaking upload like, you know, playthroughs and stuff, like super easy. But these take like serious time and effort and stuff. And it's like, and then, you know, for it to not get the attention it deserves. That's kind of my take on that. But yeah, like Charlie 85, I think is a good one. It's probably the first one I'll work on, which I have evidence for. Talked about it. I think it's solid, and I think more and more people are starting to believe it as time goes on, which like it's relevant, which is good. I'm hoping I can kind of like ride the FNAF 2 movie train on that, even though it came out a while ago, like over a month ago. Jesus, I'm hoping I can kind of get on that. I also want to do one about like Elizabeth dying after the crying child, as well as the I have another. It's a bad theory. I know it's not true, but about Cassidy being part of the DCI, which I know isn't true, but is something that I would like to talk about.
I cosplayed Bonnie at the new movie.
That's cool. I saw it opening day or opening night, I guess. And my God, was it the worst movie I've ever seen, just like the first one. So it's the second word. No, the first movie is the second worst movie I've ever seen. The FNAF 2 movie is the worst movie I've ever seen. I saw some girl who was dressed as like the puppet. It's pretty cool. That was it, though. Like for people who were kind of dressed up for it, someone had like a Freddy like backpack or a plush or something. Yeah, I don't know. I remember coming home just to watch it with my parents that weekend. Saw both movies opening night actually. It's kind of funny. All I know is they cannot fumble the third movie, or else I will like freaking lose all hope for everything because the first two sucked so bad. Was it like FNAF 1 Bonnie, or was it like Toy Bonnie, or... Or, that's really the only Bonnies I can think of. I don't know. I don't know how someone would do FNAF 1. That's cool. I don't know. I'm not really a costumey type person for stuff. Well, that's not true, actually. I have a whole 21 Pilots thing. I have a whole 21 Pilots thing, which is... I like how it turned out, actually. I feel like being a FNAF fan and liking 21 Pilots, there's a big overlap there. Not everyone in FNAF. It's not like I'm saying everyone does, but like I know a good majority.
A mix of Fan 1 Bonnie and Fan 4 Bonnie.
That makes sense because they're like the same color scheme and stuff. That makes sense. I know it's usually like a lot of people who know 21 Pilots also know FNAF. It's not usually the other way around where the FNAF fans like 21 Pilots, usually the other way. It's weird. I don't know. I find it strange that I'm like a super fan. Like those are like my two things. 21 Pilots, Five Nights at Freddy's. They have a lot of overlap, which is funny. Even though they're like two completely different things. Like one's a video game, one's a band, but like I don't know. That's the only real costuming. I was Deadpool last year for Halloween, like 2024. Mouthwashing. I don't know if my laptop could handle that. So I don't think that's a console game, right? I'm pretty sure that's a PC game. I don't think my laptop can handle that. Maybe it could. I don't know. I've heard of it. I've seen of it, but I haven't actually seen like people play it or anything. I'll think about it. I really wish my computer could handle freaking like streaming good stuff. Like me and my friend play Peak, and we play a lot of like those, like those types of games where it's like Lethal and stuff like that. It's really funny, but it's like my computer for some reason cannot handle recording to save its life. It can stream fine. It streams okay, not great, but okay. But it cannot record for the life of it. I've tried like every method of recording, and every single one sucks.
Or FNAF fan games.
I did do that. That's actually where this all kind of started. The me streaming like every night, like this kind of over break, basically. I started with those nights at Fredbear's. I beat the whole game in one sitting. It was awful. Then I did Glitched Attraction. I almost beat the whole game in one sitting. It was also awful. I got to FNAF 6, did FNAF 6 for like an hour and a half, and realized this is the worst thing I've ever done, and gave up on that for now. I was actually going to play the Glitched Attraction, I think, yesterday, but I wound up doing Ultra Kill instead. Or maybe 2 days ago. Whenever I played Ultra Kill. You probably don't. It's I don't like streaming on my computer because, like I said, it's very low quality. Although the those nights at Fredbear's one is definitely way smoother than the Glitched Attraction one. The Glitched Attraction one was not good, but that's also because it wasn't running well on my computer either. So like you take low frames on my computer plus low frames on the stream, and it's just a mess. But those nights at Fredbear's was actually not that bad. Although I was stuck on one night for like an hour and a half. I was stuck on night 4 for like, it took me 12 tries, I think, to beat night 4. And then night 5 also took me like another hour. That's also because I didn't know what I was doing. When I learned what I was doing, I won in like three tries, but I didn't know what I was doing for like the first 20. Good and bad memories, even though it was like 4 days ago, but still. Yeah, I want to do more FNAF fan games. I just don't know, like, I don't want to do the obvious ones, like, Five Nights at Candy's, One Night at Flumpty's, like, Pop Goes, like, I don't really have a lot of interest. Like, I love free roam FNAF games. That's why I did Glitch Attraction, Those Nights at Fredbear's. Joy Creation, I honestly don't think my computer could run Joy Creation in story mode. And I've also just seen that one to death. I don't want to do it, but like, I don't know. Some of them.
Nights at Fredbear's is kind of funny.
Those Nights at Fredbear's was great. I loved it. It was just that night 4, man. Yeah, yeah. I like that game, and FNAF fan games are cool. I don't have like, my laptop isn't like a gaming laptop. Like, it's strictly for school, so it's not meant to run games at all. I'm really pushing it each time I play it. I'm surprised it runs Ultra Kill, and it does actually pretty well, but then when there's too much stuff on screen, it just like freezes. My laptop can barely run Peak, but also Peak is like a big game, so that's kind of why it can't run Peak.
The running animations get me so bad, loudly crying face.
I just think the Spring Bonnie looks so goofy, the way he like hunches over and walks around. And then freaking Fredbear is crazy. Fredbear when he freaking slide tackled me into the freaking wall. One time, the whole playthrough. I only got killed by Fredbear once. Well, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow, stream tomorrow. Maybe I will during the day. That might be the play, to stream during the day and not at night, because I have to be up on Monday for freaking school again. Gotta go back to school after a month off. Which is unfortunate. It also means I won't be alone anymore, so I probably won't be able to stream, which sucks. I don't know. Maybe if my roommate explodes or something, then I'll be able to stream. But streaming will probably just be a weekend thing, and only like every other weekend when I go home. But I guess that means videos. If I'm not spending all my time streaming, I'll just spend my time making videos. So balances out, I guess. And I can not be rambling, which I'm really bad at. It's why I love making theory videos and writing scripts, because it's very easy just to write the script, and it's very clear and to the point, and there's not a lot of forgetting what I was talking about. You just read it. Whereas when I do this, it's like, it takes me like an hour to get to the point. And I hate when people do that. I try to get to my point quickly and then kind of almost work backwards from there, but sometimes you can't help it.
I went to a new school this year and it's okay, but the class has no chairs and only rolling chairs and beanbags.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Rolling chair, because if they're rolling chairs, that usually means they're the rolling chairs that you can kind of lean back in. And any chair that you can lean back in is a good chair. I've been sitting here for so long, I might as well just be freaking doing this. Okay, I do not want to. I should. Why didn't I freaking save this? My most recent save. December 27th, 2020. Oh, this is very, very recently. Okay. I don't know. I was meant to stop streaming like 20 minutes ago, but here we are, so whoopsies. I'm not going to do this for very long, though. Just like a couple minutes. I just wanted to get out of frickin' the menu, I guess. Look how fast Gregory runs compared to Cassie. This is because Gregory is a boy. And that and then this isn't me. This is Five Nights at Freddy's being sexist, not me, you know. They made Gregory a little freaking speed demon child. And then Cassie,
I have shrimp posture from drawing face with bags under eyes.
oh, that's peak. I have the opposite of that. For someone who slouches in chairs as much as I do, I have like my no, that's kind of gross to say, but like I don't know. My back doesn't do that. My back arches the other way. It's like the reverse of that. So I just kind of always look like I'm standing up straight. Can't really help it. Gregory is such a little speed demon. Oh my god, this is so like refreshing after Cassandra's slow crawl of a run.
I am a shrimp now.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? Oh, I love how fast Gregory runs. This is such a relief after freaking Cassie. And Cassie could only run for like 5 seconds and then she was dead. Gregory can run for like 50 seconds
He knows.
at like 40 miles per hour. I don't know why he can run so fast. It's beautiful. I sure do love Gregory. Ooh, lost child found. I did not know you said that. Shut up, Roxy. I'm back to hating you now. Okay, you are a security breach, Roxy. You're the one who sucks. You are not Ruin, Roxy. Ruin Roxy gets all of my sympathy, but not you. You get nothing. You get lasers in your face, even though you can't see them. My voice just disappeared. Great. Hello, Freddy. Jesus, didn't ask you to get that close. I wish you could tell me, way to go, superstar, but you just can't, so I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I'm pretty sure if I do it enough to him, he jump scares me. But I think that might just be a hoax. What is going on here? There we go. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm helping you out, man. But I just want to see what's behind you, dude. Chill out. Oh my god. Freddy. Freddy, please. I just want to... Freddy. Freddy, please. Freddy. Oh my god. Screw you, Freddy. You rotate even when you're spazzing out. Great. Welp. Was that... Oh, I thought that was Chica. I was about to freak out. I'm pretty sure Scott Cawthon said that the entire game of Security Breach that he had in mind would have fit in this. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Which is kind of crazy. Because this is pretty small when you think about it. Like, freaking Secret of the Mimic has got to be, like, bigger than that. Maybe not. I mean, no, it should be. Unless they did some kind of wizardry with everything being like stacked on top of each other or something, but I don't think they would. They're not smart enough game developers for that. Roxanne, I wish I could just kill you. I wish I could finish the job myself. I'm so speedy. Gosh. You are a loser, Roxanne. You lost to Gregory. Gregory, the same kid who, like, I don't know. I don't know if he really has done anything too dumb. He's just been kind of killing people ever since he showed up. Which is concerning. You know, the Patient 46 type of thing to do. I don't know what to do about parkour on here. I played literally like 100 hours in Security Breach. I'm so done with it as a game. It was nice playing Ruin again, though. Playing that whole game, that was cool. Even if it was kind of a skipped one of the chapters and really didn't have to do anything because I already had everything. But you know, it was cool. I was an accident. I was okay, sure. Well, it has officially been 3 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes more than what I was planning on streaming. So, yeah. I may or may not stream tomorrow. We'll see. Probably not. Maybe. If it is, it'll be during the day. So, probably not. At night. Well, it's not even nighttime anymore. I'm about to survive Five Nights at Freddy's. It's almost 6 a.m. So yeah. I'll stream when I stream. Oh my god, not again. I will stream when I stream. You know. Hopefully it's not in like a month. Hopefully it's soon. Actually, I know for a fact that I'll definitely stream the 30th and probably the 31st. Because I'm going to be home for that to see Iron Lung when that comes out. Because who doesn't want to see a movie made by Markiplier, right? So that's in 3 weeks. It's in 3 weeks. Seems like a long time, but it's really not when you got school. I'm gonna have to go back to school like a loser. Videos will happen though. And who knows, maybe streaming will happen. I just don't want to, I don't like doing it because I don't want to like disrupt my roommate. I love school. I don't know. I've been kind of just itching to go back ever since I left, basically. After like the first week of Christmas or holiday break, whatever, we get a month off, basically. So like, actually, I think it's been over a month. Has it? No. Monday? Yeah. Because I had class on Friday, I think. No, I didn't. I've been off school for, I think, over a month. I think December 11th would have been, that's today. Never mind. A month. And after the first week, I was kind of done with it. I was like, I want to go back. I was like, I miss my dorm. I miss my little room and my little setup that I have. I miss being able to you know, watch whatever I want on TV whenever I want. And I just miss having my own... I miss being able to, like, lay down in my bed while I'm playing video games. I miss how nice it is. I miss the campus. And then, you know, 3 more weeks pass and now I'm here. And now I'm like, I gotta go back. But I just don't like streaming there because I don't want to be loud. I don't want to be that guy. Not to say that I'm not, like, playing video games and screaming all the time, but not late at night like this. It's, you know, like 7 p.m. Not 5 a.m. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get freaking lucky, or I'll just cave in. But yeah, I'll probably make more videos. I have Fortnite to do, actually. I have Fortnite videos to be making. That's kind of first priority, is Fortnite. Along with the moon.exe ending that it's just been sitting in my editor for about, I don't know, 5 months now. It's just been sitting there. No, not 5 months. Actually, yeah, probably 5 months now. Just been sitting there. So I gotta get that out. And then Fortnite. Maybe I'll make a video on a PC thing. Like, my friend been playing Mimesis a lot. Or like, he bought me Golf with Friends, I guess. That would probably record decently. Something like that. I don't know. Something actually fun and not painstaking. Like Fortnite's kind of painstaking to make videos of. And then the 30th I'll be able to stream again. Okay, I have to stop before I, like, pop a vein in my face. This was actually fun. I didn't think this was going to be that fun to play Ruin for the 500th time, but you know what? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like playing Into the Pit all in one sitting. That was bad. And people were actually watching, which was surprising as well. But you know what? I really have to like sleep and stuff, so I'm gonna have to stop. Oh my god, it's been 3 hours and 41 minutes of this. Okay, I'm gonna freaking go faceplant now.